isn't it? What I do?
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys. This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, March 9th, 2021, and this is episode number 550 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Would you like a nice can of bees?
Jose Guzman.
Johnny Lawrence on the comeback, baby.
Kelly Harris.
I want to evolve some retractable balls.
Yeah.
I can see it. And good buddy Mahoney's here. What's up?
I can't wait to hear what happened to Kelly's balls.
I sat on one earlier.
Oh, that always sucks.
Yeah, but it's like, why can't they be on the inside and like just come out when we need them to be out?
Have you tried not sitting on them?
What?
I
would
have.
The thing is,
And it
they
works
do
most of the
always need to
time.
be out. Like, they're out on purpose. Like, that's the fucked up thing about them. Like, they're out because it's too hot inside your body.
Right. So, would it be
why
better?
Why can't our cum just get stronger?
How about instead of retractable, detachable?
Okay, cool.
So, like, I don't need my balls this week. I can put them in a drawer, and they'll be fine. And then,
they'd sit there a lot.
as soon as I need to nut, I can Velcro them back on.
Yeah. I like this idea.
And I mean, it's like
Just keep them stored in your baldo.
like a super easy vasectomy. Just like snap them on, and you're good to go. I think this is $1 million idea, you guys.
Yeah, I like this
I don't
idea.
love this idea.
Why don't you love
Just
this
unlock
idea?
the next
What?
step of
You
evolution.
always need your balls ready at any second?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. One, yeah. But two, like, shit gets lost. Like,
I don't think
I
you'd
put
lose your
things
balls.
places all the time, and they're not always in those places
Yeah,
when I come back
yeah, but
for
see,
them. And I don't want to be
dude,
looking
I've
all
been
around my
married for
house
almost
trying to
20
find my
years.
balls.
I always know where I leave my glasses. I'll know where my balls are.
Yeah, it's the important things. I mean, really.
See, but Mahoney is right. I get what you're saying, because like I would definitely know where I left my balls.
Exactly.
But I've been married long enough to know that the chances of my balls being there when I come back is practically fucking zero.
What you okay? Like, what is the wife gonna take the balls and do something with them? Like, cool.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I moved them to this other
thing
drawer.
else that I own.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I
Say,
thought
no,
these would
this
be
is my
better if
vault
I put
drawer.
them above the fridge.
Because I mean, the kids aren't gonna take them.
drawer.
That's gross. Who's gonna
Oh,
play with
you don't
dad's
know-
balls?
Kids are gonna take anything. Literally.
Oh,
They'll be
no.
outside kicking it down the street like a soccer ball.
Like, what is this hairy silly putty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent 10 minutes of the day looking for my shoes and all the place that Nicole tends to put my shoes, only to find that they actually were where I left them for the first time in like a year, and I almost shit my pants. I couldn't believe it.
They were hanging
Okay,
over
what
a
if you keep
telephone
your
wire.
balls in your shoes?
You'd have to make one of them apps like that where you can find your car keys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a tile on your balls.
Yeah,
Tile.
just low jack your balls.
Yeah. fucking ridiculous.
This just sounds like a lot more work than just don't sit on them, Kelly.
Nah,
It happens every once in a while.
I like this idea.
Even with a good supportive drawers, man, you'll sit on them once in a while.
Goat,
You know what?
It happens.
Goat in the chat asks, "What if your balls got stolen? Like a Hamburglar for balls?"
Well, that's why you
God.
need the low jack, so you can
Mhm.
tell the cops, "Hey, this is where my balls are at. Let's go get them."
Okay. Can I?
What you do is
attach
you shove an
someone else's?
iPhone. You shove an iPhone in your balls, right? That way, whenever you need it, you turn the Find My Phone app, and then you go and find them.
Oh man, you could also use your sack as a sweet pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
keep your change in there.
Somebody running
That
around
way, like
with
if
your
you ever,
balls.
if you go to a party or something, and like there's a bowl of balls, like, oh, which one's yours? Oh, mine's the one with the iPhone in it.
Well, but that raises
What
the
color's the
question:
iPhone?
Can I take someone else's and put them on?
Right.
Start blasting other loads.
Yeah, implicating you in a bunch of paternity scandals.
Oh no. Okay, maybe this isn't a good idea.
And Darwin asks, "You guys ever live with roommates? I know a few guys who would fuck with you." I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd come home and see your balls taped to the ceiling.
I would absolutely draw a face on Kelly's. He'd like come to stay, put him on the counter. I'd draw a little
Why
smiley
would I
face,
put my balls on
Yeah,
the counter?
big giant nose.
there's no
Well, you put 'em
reason
in
your
the basket.
balls, detached or attached,
Yeah.
should be on the counter.
No, there's like a little basket, like fruit.
Yeah, but you have like one of those Nerf basketball hoops hanging up above the basket, and you shot your balls into the hoop, and then. it
So
went
like,
into the-
are we just like taking them off in the kitchen and just leaving
Where are
them
you
there?
putting them?
Well, I mean,
I know.
wherever your front door's at, wherever you come in,
I mean, I'm thinking
wherever you
sock
hang
drawer.
your keychain.
They're just going with the rest of my things in like my sock drawer. Yeah,
Sock
not
drawer,
just
that's
like
a weird
leaving them out.
Sock drawer.
You
They
put
would-
everything in your
Like
sock
a
drawer.
cart. Where do
I
you
don't
put
need
your
them
wallet?
getting all brown with the bananas.
But they would stay
yeah,
nice
no, I'm
and
putting 'em on the
dry.
counter.
They'd be stay nice and dry in a sock drawer. You know,
Yeah.
not a whole lot of light getting in there.
I'd probably get a real nice velvet bag for them.
Yeah, a Crown Royal
The
bag.
Crown Royal pouch.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, don't they already have a nice velvet bag?
Depends on the day.
Oh, we're getting demonetized for sure tonight, guys.
Sorry.
Listen, the kids
Good.
love ball talk.
Yeah, but it's all right because as long as you do it in the first 10 minutes, right?
This one goes out to
Yeah,
you, Tristan.
Oh my god. Yeah. So my daughter had a friend from school come over. They were working on a science project, and at some point on the ride home, he said to my lovely wife Nicole that he listened to my podcast, and she comes home and she goes, "Did you fucking know?" And I said, "Oh man, like all the time." Or like, well, we talked about balls for a long time on last week's show.
Tristan,
Little did I know.
Tristan, who is your favorite Popcast host, and why is it me?
Oh god.
Send us an email.
Ridiculous.
No, Tristan's favorite podcast host is me because he's the next me.
Okay,
May as well be.
acceptable.
Whew, oh my god. All
So
right.
you hear
fucking-
that?
What
You're
else?
Kelly's Padawan. Now you have to
Yep.
grow a sweet ponytail.
Yep.
A sweet rat tail. Whew. All right, what the fuck else happened? Let's see. Oh shit, Kelly, I finished Yakuza Like a Dragon. Wrap
Hell
that shit
yeah.
up. Yeah.
More like a boss.
It's fucking delightful. And then promptly began Persona 5 Strikers. It's been a real Japan shit kind of week.
Nice. So what do you think of Yakuza?
Dude, I fucking loved it. I thought it was great.
It's
no,
it's
even-
fun.
My brother texted me a couple weeks ago because he saw that I've been playing it because PlayStation narcs on you for shit like that.
Yeah.
And he just, out of nowhere, we weren't even talking. He just texted me and goes, "Dude, Like a Dragon is so fucking good, isn't it?" I go, "Yeah, man, it is. It really is. Because it's everything you could want out of an old school RPG,
Yep.
just in a real dumb Yakuza story. It was fucking great." Too
But
fun.
what? Oh, I wasn't kidding about the difficulty curve, was I?
No, it gets kind of nuts. I could see it happen, but luckily I'd been kind of grinding already anyhow, just because
Yeah.
I like going into the dungeon and getting all the items and shit down there. So I didn't feel it too bad, but I can see where, if you were kind of playing it loose, you'd be
Yeah.
really fucked at that turn, like real hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that game. But yeah, next play 0.
Yeah, I actually got 0 and then Kiwami 1 and 2. I have them already, and so I'll check that out at some point because it just seemed like a good time.
Yeah,
I like the mission in Yakuza 0 when you go to a GameStop or FYE video and terrorize the cashier for a while.
yeah.
It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. Real solid RPG nonsense.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. How are you liking Persona Strikers so far?
It's nuts, man. It's very different. It's a big, like, almost like a dungeon crawler hack and slash type thing. So the mechanics are completely different. But it absolutely is a sequel to Persona 5, so that's great. But it's fun because it's a very different kind of thing, especially since I just dumped a shitload of time into a traditional RPG. I don't mind this not being that, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's Persona Dynasty Warriors.
It is, yeah. It's very much that.
Yeah,
yep,
it's a Muso game.
Yeah, very much of that. But you'll trigger a battle and fucking 25 enemies show up. You're like, oh hell yeah! You start wrecking shit. It's great. It's a lot of fun. And you can swap out your characters on the fly, and they have crazy combo moves and shit. It's great. It's a lot of fun. It looks bad. It looks badass. Would recommend. I'll report more as I know. But so far, so good. Yeah. Other than that, not been a whole hell of a lot. My buddy Eli fell down a Riverdale hole for the first time over the weekend.
Hell yeah!
So I'm so jealous.
Oh man, he just in our messenger thread all weekend long. He's like, there are cultists and LARPers, so why wouldn't there be LARPer cultists? This is fucking magnificent. Like, oh, it really is.
Yep.
And he was like in like season 2, shit was just real mild. He's like, oh, I'm like, oh man, you're fucking freaking out about the Black Hood serial killer. Wait till you see when Archie has to fight in an underground fight club at Juvie, and then he gets out and has to fight him. He said you're fucking with me. I go, oh, I am not fucking with you. I promise you I'm not. So I've been living vicariously through him. And then he gets to the point where they're doing the organ harvesting. And I'm like, holy shit, that show is so batshit crazy. I forgot all about the organ harvesting.
Yeah, I legitimately have no recollection of that.
I haven't even seen this show. And I remember you guys talking about the organ harvesting multiple times.
Yeah. But you know what? A lot of crazy's happened since then.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget the organ harvesting.
I completely
that's what they were doing.
About that.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
You
and
guys
then,
talking about
you
guys talking about Riverdale is my own personal Groundhog Day.
Oh, you know what? You say that now, but we're going to be talking about Riverdale all over again when you're like, I finally started watching Riverdale, and you fucking love it.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, now I'm living the Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
You'll see. Then we'll be all like, one of us.
Yep. Hey, remember that picture of Betty that I sent you where she's just mashing her boob for some
hell
reason?
yeah. I followed her
sure
ass.
That was pretty cool.
That's a solid photo right there.
Yeah, that was real cool.
For the children.
Yeah. Nice. Watch Riverdale. Get a whole lot of that.
Good. It's real fucking good. My favorite part about the new season is that they've jumped ahead like 6 years. And
was there not an episode this past week?
I don't think there was.
Okay, good.
I don't believe there was. But they catch you up, and they've
there it
gotten
is.
Old, stuff, whatever. And then among many other crazy nonsense things, at some point between, that in that gap, Betty got herself Silence of the Lambs.
That's another great picture.
Got stuck in a hole somewhere. It was fucking great.
That's the best one.
Nice.
It's real good.
I like that one.
It's a real great Instagram account.
Solid follow. Thank you for hooking
for
brother
existing,
up.
Betty.
Yeah, she rules. It's great. Fucking awesome. So great. Then I
don't know what happened between her and Cole Sprouse, but Cole Sprouse, what are you thinking?
Wait, were they together in real life?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I had no idea.
Yeah.
You done fucked up, Jughead.
Jughead, what are you doing?
Well, apparently he's like a tool. Nobody likes him. There's
Really?
like a video
I mean, listen.
of compilations of them doing interviews, and At least him and the redhead don't get along. I
Who?
guess.
Archie?
I don't
Archie.
know. I don't know
No,
shit
the-
about Cole Sprouse.
What's her name?
Oh, Cheryl.
Madeline.
Cheryl.
I don't know anything about Cole Sprouse. I can tell you he's a tool. Like, just look at him.
Yeah.
Just look at him.
Well, if he's such
tool.
a tool, just get his brother to play Jughead.
I'm sure
Yeah.
his brother's as big a tool as him.
It kind of be hard not to be. Like, how many of those child stars grow up and don't get all fucked up?
Right.
Oh.
So,
It's fucking great. Would recommend Riverdale, you guys. Fucking what else? I accidentally stumbled down a rabbit hole of Korean Transformer robot toys on YouTube the other day.
Oh,
And
nice.
I said, oh no, because boy, these are really cool.
You're gonna need to buy another house, Lee.
I don't need to buy another house. I know exactly where they're gonna go. Because first I'm like, these are too fucking expensive. Because I don't know if it's the exchange rate or what, but Korean toys are fucking mad expensive to import. So I'm like, I can't have this evil in my life. It's fine. But then I forgot that today was my performance review at work, and it went like really well, and I got like a pretty good bonus. And so I was like, well, apparently the universe wants me to order these robots. Thank you, the Lord. And so they will hopefully be here in a month. Very excited about it. You know who's real excited about it? My lovely wife.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell her.
yeah, I bet. I got Will a toy from Korea one time, and just this week, he was playing with that toy, and he pushed the little button on the side, and it started to sing to him in Korean. And he turned to Lisa and goes, "I don't know what this is saying." Yeah, that's because it's in a completely different language. Here's a concept you're not familiar with: languages.
Absolutely wonderful. And then the only other thing really was talking about is the Revolution pay-per-view over the weekend, which I know Kelly watched.
I did. It was
I think
a
I
good
still
show.
have that Facebook thread on mute.
Yeah. It was a good show. It was a really good show.
Yeah, it had some problems, but it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. Had a bunch of good matches. But man, they really fucked the ending there.
Yeah,
Like, it's
real
kind of insane.
real wet fart to end the show.
Yeah, so
So
main event was
Disappointing.
the main event was supposed to be John Moxley and Kenny Omega and an exploding barbed wire death match, and it was that, and it was pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was solid. Those guys fucking put it out there. It was excellent. But they, laid
in the tradition of like the old FMW exploding barbed wire time bomb death matches, at the 30-minute mark, the ring was going to explode.
Okay.
which is a good thing that you point that out because there is a precedent for it.
Yeah.
So what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You
It goes
So that's-
boom. It's real
Yeah.
cool. And then everyone is the smoke clears and everyone's down and covered in ash and takes a while to get everyone back up and going and then they finish the match.
So what's supposed to happen is you get some pyro off the side, and then they're basically like big like dust cannons almost that go off, and it's big and loud and impressive. And they talk about this fucking exploding ring for the entire match. We're 20 minutes away from shit's gonna go off, and 10 minutes away, and then okay, great. So we know this match is gonna go at least 30 minutes, obviously.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It goes about 25 minutes. Kenny cheats, wins the match, and then and his buddies handcuff Moxley and leave him in the middle of the ring, and it starts counting down. And then out comes Eddie Kingston, who was feuding with Moxley a while back, but they're old friends and shit like that. And he's like, I'm not gonna let this go down. He dives on his friend. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, what a big moment. This is awesome. Good for Eddie for going out. This is gonna be great. And then some sparklers go off on the ring post, and the most pitiful little pyros go off on the side. Boop. And it was a live audience, and I've never heard the air sucked out of a crowd before that moment.
Oh, guys just played it, and that was real lame.
Yeah, it's sad.
It was the shift in the crowd. Like it was just, and there's just they didn't even really boo. It was just like you could. It was like, huh? What?
This is what this was?
I don't understand. But then, Eddie Kingston is still laying on top of Moxley like he was shot in the back of the head. And the doctors are coming out, and the trainers and shit like that, and the announcers are making a big, oh, God, the heat. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes had more pyro in his entrance an hour ago. It's so weird.
And it's like, for poor Kingston, he doesn't know anything. Like, he had his head down. So as far as he knew, there was a big old explosion.
Yeah. Because I would wager he was expecting a big old explosion.
Yeah.
You don't think he knew?
There was a bit, like, the bang was loud.
Yeah, but he was right there.
But he was also, he had his head down completely. So you got to imagine he's expecting a big thing. But it wasn't. And the camera, the show ends or whatever, it's kind of over. And I don't think that's how it was supposed to go down, because on the post-show media call, the Comic-Con that runs AEW was like, and it is true that on TV the story was Kenny built this ring, he built it, and so clearly he fucked it up or whatever, and that's why the explosion was so small, like whatever. And the thing is, that is you can do that. That's fine. Like, if the story is that Kenny fucked up the ring, great.
What? Why was the story that Kenny built the ring?
Because
he was building the Moxley extermination chamber.
Yeah, it was his. He was his design, right? They were gonna build this thing that was gonna, finally put kill Moxley, whatever the fuck. So, it was Kenny's idea. He did build the ring, right? They had done that on TV. But if that's what you're doing, and that's the reason that it fucked up, then nobody told Eddie. Or the ringside doctors, or the commentators.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, like
because
they're retconning it 100%. It was not supposed to be that.
Because if that's what happens, it pops, and then Eddie lifts his head up and looks around and is like, "Oh shit,
we're not dead.
We're okay, we're not dead." Yeah. It sucked, man. I felt bad for literally everyone involved.
Yeah.
It's just such a fucking bummer.
And to me, like, if you want to spin it as in the kayfabe reason is the Kenny thing, fine. That's how you go from here. But I think on like the media calls and stuff, it looks really shitty to say that because it doesn't it doesn't correspond to what you were doing if you don't admit there was some sort of screw up. Like, you can't just say this was the plan all along. Because it wasn't.
Yeah, because bottom line, there was a screw up.
It very clearly was not the plan all along. If it was, the announcers would not have acted the way they did. The wrestlers and staff would not have acted the way they did. Like, admit to something going wrong, and everyone would be fine.
Because whether or not the explosion was supposed to be big or small, something still got fucked up. Because if it was supposed to be small, then they fucked up by not letting everybody know. If it was supposed to be big, then the explosion fucked up. Like, either way, it's not a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I really don't like how they handled this. Like, it's nothing, it's not like a major thing at this point, but it's just admit to something going wrong. There's no problem with that.
I think I was most bummed for Kelly because he was stoked for this. This whole
it was
match.
Still really good.
The match was still really good. Like, I still went like 4.5 stars. It was still really good. It just had a very deflating ending.
Right.
Yeah. So deflating you could actually hear it happen.
Yeah.
It was kind of nuts.
Because like both guys worked so hard. I can't imagine how upset they were. Like, it's a bummer. But like the rest of the show was decent. My main problem with the show overall, even more so than the way it ended, was nearly every match had interference of some kind.
There was a lot of that. I didn't really notice it until you pointed it out, but there was a lot of that.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's really not good. Let's not do that.
Tell you what was fucking cool though, that street fight they shot with Darby and Sting. That was great. Dope. That was pretty cool.
Versus the Monster Abyss
and
each
other, or
the
they were
Sinister Minister.
Yeah, no, they Sting and Darby against Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. It was all pre-taped. It looked awesome. Like it looked really, really good. They did some wild spots that goddamn good and well were stupid dangerous that Darby did. And there's some wild spots, goddamn good and well, they used a body double for Sting, and that's okay. I would rather them do this and use a body double for Sting and not kill Sting.
Yeah. I guess Darby was co-director on the thing.
Nice.
That tracks because it looks like all that shit he shoots.
Yeah, it was visually one of the best wrestling matches I've ever seen, just from a directing standpoint.
Yeah, it looked real cool, really, really cool. So I would recommend checking that out. However you want to do that, if you can, because it looks really neat. I've never seen anything quite like it before. It was very cool.
Yeah. And then we had 3 surprises on the show. The first of which was Maki Ito showing up on the pre-show, which was
so
just
exciting.
Delightful, and turned out to be the best of the 3 reveals. By a mile.
Hands down.
I was so excited to see her. I'm glad. And then even more so when she popped up on Being the Elite this past week to hang out with the Dark Order.
She just walks in and goes, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" And they're all really excited to see her.
The second reveal was in the ladder match, and it was shown that Ethan Page is all elite.
That's fine. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. I got no beef with Ethan Page. He's not a monster, is he?
No, he's just kind of difficult to work with, from what I understand. Right. It says something that he's burned nearly every bridge he's ever been across.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. And I don't know, he didn't stand out in that match at all.
No, not really. Fun match though, but I don't really remember a spot with him in it.
Yeah, no, Max Caster came off a lot better than him.
Yeah, he did.
And Max Caster is a dude that I was very resistant to because I have fucking hated him in CZW years ago. But hey, I'm coming around. He's been doing good work. And then the final reveal,
Kane,
was Christian. Christian's
sure
here,
was.
everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
and it was really weird where he just kind of came out, signed a contract, and then walked away.
Yeah, very weird. Which I appreciate. They didn't slow the show down.
Yeah,
but it was still kind of odd.
It's very strange. I do think it's cool that his music is a remix of his TNA theme. That's cool.
It slaps. Good stuff.
Yeah. You use that partnership to get the old music.
Yeah, fucking odd. Hey, the crowd was into it, so good for you. That's gonna do something. So that was great. But whatever.
I give Christian a lot of credit for coming out of retirement at the Royal Rumble, getting his name back in the mix, and then you immediately signing with someone else.
Yeah, that's kind of genius.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, Goat and I were talking about it. It's the Christian's fine. Christian's McDonald's. It's there. It's cool. Everybody gets high and wants a double cheeseburger once in a while. It's fine.
Christian's more like rallies. Or Dairy Queen. But the Dairy Queen nobody's gone to in 10 years.
Still have the old sign.
Pretty good burgers.
Yeah, Dairy Queen's actually pretty good. I think you're kind of spot on where you're it's Dairy Queen, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're it's Christian, whatever. And then he comes out oh wait, Christian's actually pretty good.
Oh, Christian's like a flamethrower burger. Shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, Dairy Queen flamethrower burgers are no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite fast food burgers. Fucking legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a good comparison.
No lie, 20 minutes ago I was like, maybe tomorrow we can get Dairy Queen for lunch.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a good burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully Christian will be the Dairy Queen of wrestling and will be pretty good.
Mary, when you listen to this, remind me we should get Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is going on, Kelly?
Fucking nothing. I was gonna talk about watching Revolution, and that's about it. I watched the first episode of the new Sentai series that started up this week.
Oh man, Jackson and I watched that tonight. That shit is so fun.
It's so good, right?
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, Zenkaiger is the name.
So stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's great.
Yeah, so basically what happens is bad guys are going around collecting universes, like they're Brainiac in Convergence. and there's one universe that our main character lives on, and suddenly another universe kind of phases into his, and now there's a bunch of robot people that live in his planet, but they're all pretty cool. And then bad guy robots come and start trying to take shit over, and he makes friends with a robot who just so happens to look like a Zord, and now he's his Zord friend, and one of the 4 members of the team who will be a Zord.
Yeah,
Zords are people now.
It's fucking magnificent.
It's real great.
So silly. So silly.
The main guy's
all the
costume
robots
is
look
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
The main guy's costume is cool. All the untransformed robots look great. The transformed robots look great. They all call back to old Megazord designs from over the years. It's a pretty cool idea. Like they look pretty neat.
Yeah, they do good work on these anniversary series.
Yeah, I slipped on last year's completely, but there's enough going on here that I was kind of hyped for it, and then it lived up to it. So I'm down.
Yeah, I was very happy because I haven't really been into a Sentai in a bit. And then what's that? Dino Fury has been pretty decent too.
Haven't started that one yet.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, it's funny because I was trying to ask Jackson, like, hey, you want to check out the new Sentai show? And I showed him a trailer for it, whatever, and he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I go, all right, fine, fair enough, And then we laid up to watch something else tonight, and Funimation wasn't working. So I'm like, hey, let's throw this on. We'll check it out. And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I won't like that. I go, that's fine, but the thing you want to watch isn't gonna work. Let's just try it out. If you don't like it, whatever, fine. Who gives a shit? I just want you to go to sleep. And so, it was
He's
over.
like, yeah, but
he
I
goes,
don't like that sleep shit.
Yeah, but it's over, and he goes, can we watch the next one? And I'm like, no, not yet, man. Next week. So,
oh, good. I'm glad he liked it.
That's fun. Some good Japan shit, y'all.
Yep.
It's no meatball machine knives. Hate to break it to you, but so
No.
Now you want it's a meatball machine? Get on that Kamen Rider Amazon. There's your meatball machine superhero show. That's your shit right
That's
there.
just on Amazon Prime. You don't even need to work hard to find it.
Yeah.
Is that like Kamen Rider Amazon? Is that like Japan shit giantess porn?
Yes.
Yes, exactly that.
Awesome.
They're all like 8-foot tall ladies just stepping on you with the boots.
Yep.
Right.
There's a monster in that
my
show
mouth.
that there's a monster in that show that pretends to be a dentist, and so when the people are under, he turns into his monster form, which is like a beetle with an elephant face, and so he puts a stinger out of his elephant trunk and shoves it in their brain and sucks their brains out through his nose. That's pretty dope.
I'll be your dentist.
It's good shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it called on Prime? Is it Amazon Riders?
Yeah, which is weird, but that's what they call it on that show.
Yeah, it's on Prime. Go watch it, everybody, if you've got Prime.
Good stuff. What you got going on, Nice?
Not a whole lot to report. Been doing some painting, not making a whole lot of progress.
Dude, that
It
wall
looks so good.
batshit crazy good. It's so good.
I want to eat your house.
I'm not super happy with it yet, but it's not done yet. So, but it'll get there.
Well, we're all happy for it.
And then been playing a lot of Fortnite, like a lot, which is cool. But I don't know if this is related or not. But I like to wear the headset even when I'm not on with you guys because I can hear shit better, and I don't really have the surround sound, so I can hear people's footsteps and I can hear shots off in the distance and all that. But I've got like an ear infection the past 3 days. It feels like I got punched in the ear. I don't know if it's related or what, or just allergies or the change in the weather, or who knows? Maybe I've got coronavirus. I have read that ear infection is a symptom, but I've got no real other symptoms. So not really sleeping.
Well,
Goddamn.
goodness.
What's not a symptom at this point?
Right, exactly.
like, oh, I got an ingrown toenail. Might be coronavirus.
Detachable balls. Yep, COVID-19.
Oh man, sign me up.
I really think you're gonna regret that, Kelly.
No, what?
Like,
If I can snap him back on, then it's fine.
No, I don't. I really think that you are signing up for a more like you will be more annoyed on a more frequent basis having to keep track of and carry around your balls than you would be the limited time. I mean, I don't know. How often are you sitting on them?
I mean,
Enough to
if
want to
I know
detach
I'm
them.
not
What
going
kind of
to be.
underwear you wearing?
If I know I'm not going to be using them in a given day, they're going in the drawer.
Right.
Maybe
Like, if I'm-
maybe we
if
just
I'm
need-
going to
He's
work,
not going to carry them around detached.
yeah, if I'm going to work, they're going in the drawer.
Yep.
Well, I think you're setting yourself up for some real disappointment when you live out some kind of penthouse fantasy.
In this climate,
Somebody comes rolling into that shop looking to play, and you're like,
Mm-mm.
sorry, I left my balls at home.
But I mean,
certainly not in this. I am not getting canceled.
but hold on. So what's the science of it though? Because you should still be able to get hard. Now with a vasectomy, you still throw hot soup, but it's just not
Can't
potent.
confirm.
But if the balls are detached, you're not throwing any sort of soup.
Why not?
yeah, isn't
I don't
this
know.
prostate
Well, yeah,
juice?
but your soup's made in your balls. You can't just
No,
make
the
soup
soup is
without
not
the
made in the
balls.
balls. The soup is made in the stuff around the balls.
Yeah, your pee is in the balls.
No, the only thing in the
This
balls
is
is
like where
the swimmers.
clouds come from. I don't know enough about this to argue.
Yeah, no, your stew is made in your prostate, and then your balls add the secret ingredient.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. So I
Yeah.
can still get hard and
Well, then why do you even want them in general? Why don't you just leave them in the drawer forever?
because
Sure.
I want them to be potent at some point.
Okay, fair, fair.
Maybe if
Yeah,
I
just
left
told,
them in a drawer, they would be more potent, you know?
Yeah. If I'm not
Yeah, I just
sitting
told
on them
my
all
this
the
weekend,
time.
I said,
Yeah.
At this point, my balls are purely decorative.
Yeah, maybe
Full fringes every time I say it.
maybe put them
What
in
if
a
you
drawer
got
and
like
just...
like what do they do with the comic books? Get like be like, oh, these are 9.6.
Oh, get them
Yes.
CGC'd.
yeah.
That's a scam.
Well, yeah. Get your balls in a plastic case with some Cheetos in there.
Yep.
Put a Funko Pop protector around them.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just throw them in the drawer and bring them out when you need them.
Or maybe put them in sort of in a case that like blasts them with gamma rays overnight. Like charging
Yeah.
your phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
just
realistically,
gonna-
you don't need them ever unless you're trying to make a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that what
Really,
we're saying?
no.
Yeah. So then, fuck, throw them in a drawer. Who cares?
Exactly.
See?
Yeah, you're right. If you're not trying to make a baby, they're just a liability.
Yeah, see?
Okay. All right.
In
you sold me.
fact,
Hell yeah.
make a adapter on them so that my wife could wear them.
Plug that stuff
Almost
right
like
in
an
there.
IV, like a slow drip, just
Yeah.
constant throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these are all brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
Listen, I follow a couple of doctors on TikTok. I'm going to send some messages.
Okay. The science is there,
Yep.
and I'm willing to be on the front lines, me and Kelly.
I mean, sure, why not?
Someone's got to throw your hat over the wall.
Yep.
Very important.
I feel like we've all learned something tonight.
Well, we are an educational podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tristan, let us know. Are you in?
No,
God damn it.
child, please do not tell us.
Tristan, listen, your
No.
name is too hard to say, and you need a nickname.
Tristan Cage.
Yeah. Like, I can't pronounce that name, so if you, like, can we call you T?
The Northeast has come out.
Yeah. I'm going to call you Timmy. Purely as a term of endearment.
You're slipping down his ranking of favorite host.
No, see, this is the thing. Now that I know I'm not his favorite host, he's dead to me. I'm gonna nig you like Meghan Markle, Timmy.
Timmy.
Oh my God.
Mahoney, watch Suits.
I feel like Suits has been removed by the British royal family. I don't think you can watch it anymore.
I bet it's still there. If you know where to go, you can find Suits.
They have no power over Suits.
I bet they bought the entire series just to shut it down.
No, the Queen bought the entire series because Suits is a quality program, and she wants to have her own copies to watch.
She accidentally bought White Collar.
That's also a good time. That's not a bad purchase.
She's like, "Oh, this
Got that handsome Matt Bomer in the lead role.
This White Collar is definitely more my speed, if you know what I mean."
Yeah. White Collar, also a good show. Mahoney, you should watch White Collar.
I'll get around to it.
All right, Mahoney, let's just go through a bunch of the USA shows. You should watch Royal Pains, too. Royal Pains is a good time.
You are probably the only person I've ever met who's watched any of these USA shows.
I've seen some Royal Pains.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
well, the two of you. Jose, you've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like to get my
Jose
toes
has
in.
seen a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Well, so many of these shows debuted immediately after Monday Night Raw, so that's where Kelly gets it from.
And that's back when I used to watch that.
Oh,
They got a good, they had a rock solid lead in, you see.
Yeah, so all of a sudden it's like, all right, guess I'm watching this show. And I'm like, well, I'm invested now.
That's how we got on to Grizzly Knows Best.
Yep. That is 100% how I started watching Grizzly.
I bet the Todd father's really thankful that COVID happened. Because his scandal hit and then COVID happened, and nobody's worried about the Todd father these days.
Yeah.
Who was that asshole who was like, there are no famous... Oh, it was Adult Kelly, who was like, there are no famous Todds.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Besmirching
he
the
said
good
there was
man.
no famous Todds, and then he had like 1,000 comments of famous Todds, and it was comment like 785 where somebody was like, Todd Grizzly.
Well, I'm glad he got dunked on for it.
Oh yeah, he regrets it.
What a dummy.
If Adult Kelly gets dunked on in the present, does current Kelly feel it in the past?
No, I'm the one doing the dunking.
Yeah, it's when current Kelly gets dunked on that Adult Kelly is like, ow. Where did this trauma come from? Why am I afraid of ducks all of a sudden?
You're going to have to looper him, Kelly.
Yep.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So what are you doing when you're not painting your house, Nice? What's going on?
I told you everything I'm doing.
Just checking in.
He's got
Coachy
early.
I didn't want to cut you off, man. So hostile. Jose, tell this man a story.
You said make up
He
something
hears
else you're
something
doing.
and he goes, ow.
We binged all 3
It's a
seasons.
wild show tonight, guys.
This one's dedicated to you, T-Man.
T-Dog.
Binged all 3 seasons of fucking Cobra Kai.
Nice. I just watched that like a month ago.
Yeah, that show's pretty great. Well done. I like using the existing movies as the flashbacks whenever they need to. And then for some of the stuff, like Crease's flashbacks, obviously that's not in the movie, so you got to shoot it. But it all plays in well.
Yeah.
It did a good job on that.
I really liked the way they took the Johnny kid and had him tell his side of the story, where Daniel is just some asshole who moved to town and stole his girlfriend and ruined his summer.
He keeps picking on him. He was just minding his own business in the bathroom, and he got sprayed with a hose.
His old man ninja friend kicked all his friends' ass, and one guy had a concussion and was never the same. Loved it.
I gotta watch that because that alone is clever enough that I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he's got like his own student, and he's telling him the story, and he doesn't know LaRusso, and he doesn't understand what the beef is, and he's just like, man, this guy just picked on me for no reason. Just kept giving me shit.
Came to town, stole my girl, like wrecked this thing, like and it's all they're showing the scenes from the movie, and it's like, yeah, man, oh, he did do that.
yeah. So he wasn't making anything up. He just left out the part that, well, I bullied the shit out of him and forced him to do that.
Right.
So that's pretty good. Well, it's fun. It's fun. Like, I didn't know. What's his name? I can't even think of his fucking name.
Ralph Macchio?
Yeah. I didn't know he was going to be as involved as he was.
Yeah,
he's like the villain.
Mainly of the Cobra Kai. And that he would come in.
He showed up, and I was like, oh, cool, he's got like a cameo. But no, he's in it all the time.
Yeah, I knew he was in the show, but I didn't know he was like, he is part of the show as well.
Yep.
Such a big role. So that was cool seeing how they just mixed everyone in and just went. And it doesn't take away or ruin anything about any of the Karate Kid movies, which is pretty cool. So if you want a little fun, and the season finale of 2 and 3, the fight scenes, they love these long brawls where it just keeps switching. You know, there's like 15, 20 kids fighting, and it's doing these long panning, swooping in and out, following shots of all these fights, jumping in and out of these moments. So the fight scenes are not horrible. They're pretty good too. So, which, if you can't do that, then you know you kind of fuck up a karate show.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah,
Iron Fist.
It's no, it's no Iron Fist.
Oh,
So,
Iron Fist.
Do recommend. They got to be doing a 4. I mean, I assume it's still a hit, right?
Oh yeah, Netflix didn't buy it to show one season.
Yeah. So anticipating
remember
4.
when that first came out, YouTube was like, "Hey, you guys want to pay for YouTube?" And we're all like, "No, no, we don't."
But,
But we've got this Karate Kid show and a spin-off of Step Up. Don't you want to pay us now?
Yeah, but
Netflix was like,
The whole
"I'll pay
world
you."
said, "Nah, man, I'm good."
Netflix does love canceling shows, though. So don't put
They
it.
usually let it get to 3 seasons. There's some kind of magic number in 3 seasons, and then it's not worth the money to them anymore.
They're definitely doing a 4th, though. The way they left it, like if they don't, then go ahead and sign me up for Blue Balls.
Yeah, well, they'll probably do 3, 4, 5, and then that'll be it, because that's the way they roll.
That's the name.
Well, yeah, I mean, at some point they definitely have to wrap it up.
That's the name of our detachable balls. Blue balls.
Branding is important. Good call. Good call.
So do recommend that. And if you enjoy video games and dumb, cool highlights, there's a video on Pop for you. Little Apex action. If you guys dig that game, that came out.
Which is now on Switch.
Yes, that dropped today on the Switch. It's fast-paced shooter. It'll definitely piss you off at sometimes because there's some fucking chodes out there playing it too. But check it out. There's some cool videos on the Pop site, the Pop tubes.
We hopped on some Fortnite before the show tonight. It was me, Mary Mahoney, and Lisa Mahoney. And we dropped into Misty Meadows. And all 3 of us, besides Lisa, get murdered. Like, not even shaken down, just straight up murdered us. And then Lisa ran solo for the rest of the game in a squads game and made it to what? 3rd place?
3rd place.
By herself.
With multiple kills.
And she's what? Nice. Level like 20 something currently?
I don't. Last I saw it was 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she might be at 20 now.
It's
and
wild.
like at one point, she gets in this car. She drives herself all the way to the beach, and she's parked behind this tree. And she has one of those rifles, like not a sniper rifle, but those long lever action rifles. And we're like, all right, switch to that. Like, hold this button to aim. Like, you know, this is what you got to do. And we're like, look over there to your right. Like, you see that squad, like, across the water? Like, look over there. and she takes the thing and lines up a shot and hits some guy like dead on. And all of us were like, holy shit.
We played, the four of us, was it Saturday night? And I broadcasted it on Twitch, and I told everybody in the group, hey, we're broadcasting. And then Lisa didn't say another thing the entire match. So yeah, we don't broadcast when Lisa's on anymore. She's not into that, but she's fun.
Nope. She didn't tell me why. I still don't know why. Something about her voice being on the internet, I guess. I was like, you know how many things I've said on the internet?
No records.
But yeah, it was a good time.
What you got going on,
We got
honey?
that victory before we ended.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What'd you say?
What else is going on, honey? What's happening?
Did you throw it at me? Oh,
did.
all right. So speaking of my lovely wife, we had this conversation. She, after we played Fortnite, as I was getting the laptop set up, she came over to say goodnight, give me a kiss, punches me in the face, which is a thing that she often does.
What?
She tries to move her body. She has no control over any of her limbs. Punches me directly in the face. And then she's like, whoops, my bad, and just, brushes it off, because it literally happens all the time.
What the fuck?
And
Okay.
she, as you would be, I'm like, okay, great, you punched me in the face. I'm a little visibly, shaken. And she's like, hey, if I wasn't clumsy, then you'll know that I've been like cloned and replaced. And you'll know to come looking for me. And I'm like, why would I come looking for you? So they have taken you and cloned you and made you not clumsy anymore, and I'm supposed to come rescue you?
Everything
That's an
else
upgrade.
is the same.
Let me tell you, not the right answer. She was not pleased with that at all.
It's like there's a new iPhone 10, but come get this iPhone 8.
And then he was like,
Yeah, I'm like, so let me get this straight. The new phone has better battery life, but I'm supposed to rescue mine out of the sewer? Like, what are we doing here?
hey man, women be shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a legit question. Like, what other upgrades are we looking at?
Yeah.
Like, maybe she shouldn't have posed that scenario to you directly after punching you in the face.
Oh,
Yeah,
45
as your face
seconds
is
after
throbbing.
punching me right in the face.
And so I can get one of you that don't punch me?
Exactly.
Oh.
That's exactly what she was like. What if they clone me and I'm not clumsy anymore? I'm like, where do I sign up? Can I drive to a clinic at a high school, like a COVID vaccine? Like, what do I do here?
That's tremendous.
So, the bad news is Mahoney's sleeping on the couch tonight. The good news is he's playing Fortnite after the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Pop topic. They've cloned and replaced your wife. What does the new clone not do? And go.
The new clone
hilarious.
closes the pantry door completely.
Okay, that might
All
be a
right,
wife
solid.
thing, because mine doesn't close the pantry door completely either.
Every time, it's one of those bifold doors, like a closet door.
Yeah.
And every time she just leaves it ajar ever so slightly.
Mine
And
is just a straight up door, just a regular door, and
when-
it like the little latch like touches the striker, but like it's not closed. I'm like, what? Why?
whenever
We're
I
so
see
close.
that, I just go, "Ma'am."
Yeah. Mine just leave shit right, leave it. That's all I'm asking for.
Oh,
Like,
There you go. There you go.
yeah, my deepest, darkest fantasy just involved me putting some shit down and coming back in 3 hours and it's still there. Just rock hard. Just thinking about it. It's amazing. Simple man with simple needs.
You don't ask for much.
I don't.
Well, happy International Women's Day yesterday, everybody.
Yeah.
Did you see that Burger King tweet? That they
Oh
had
my
to
god, I did see
immediately,
that Burger King
like
tweet.
rebound from. Well, no, like we're gonna donate a bunch of money to them. We're just trying to help them cook.
Oh, that's really fucking
Oh,
funny.
Burger King, what were you fucking thinking?
Imagine the Burger King higher ups, like who never worry about whatever nonsense is being tweeted, never worry about any of that, and they're just like, "I'm sorry, we did what?" We tweeted what? Like,
Can somebody get Brandon in here? Brandon.
yeah.
Brandon, please.
Yeah, my question.
Some like unfortunate Burger King executive who like has like 5 departments and one of them just happens to be social media is like, great, now I'm fired. Like, great.
At Burger King UK, March 8th, 2021 at 1:01 a.m. Women belong in the kitchen.
Yikes.
And they're like, oh no, because we need more cooks and
Right.
our management training. Yeah, it's all fine. Like, nah, man.
It would be if like Subway tweeted, "Women need to get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich." No. We're not being sexist. We're just saying we should have more women as sandwich artists.
Yeah, because like sandwich artistry is a really wonderful field that really needs to be expanded upon.
Oh, so great.
Just wild.
Fucking love it.
What a
So
world.
yeah, like if Burger King could clone their social media department, but it didn't tweet out tweets like that.
Do you think that phrase is not a phrase in the UK? Like,
No, I think. When was the follow-up tweet?
I never saw the follow-up.
Oh, I definitely did. Yeah.
I think they were really going for, I'm going to get people like stirred up, and then I'm going to use it to advertise my like executive kitchen whatever thing.
Yeah, because they
See, I
did
don't
do
know,
it like
'cause
a
this says
thread.
1:01 a.m. and then the follow-up just says 12 hours. I don't know what it was. But like, you can't leave any time in between those tweets.
The follow-up was when the guy finally woke up and read. He woke up in the morning. Let's see the activity.
They said,
What the fuck?
"We hear you. We got our initial tweet wrong, and we're sorry. Our aim was to draw attention to the fact that only 20% of professional chefs in the UK kitchens are women, and help change that by awarding culinary scholarships. We will do better next time."
Yeah, you can't joke on Twitter. Are you fucking crazy? Come on. No. That's not how that
I
shit works.
saw a thing the other day where, if you haven't seen it already, Reese's is releasing a new peanut butter cup that's all peanut butter. Right? So Reese's filling, but then instead of chocolate, it's peanut butter. And somebody, I think it was fucking Hershey's, was like, all new Reese's peanut butter cup that's all peanut butter. And someone on Twitter responded and was like, very dangerous for children with nut allergies.
Oh, God.
It's like, okay. Like, thanks.
Did you see this tweet from Burger King UK after the women need to get in the kitchen tweet?
Oh, God.
That just seems inappropriate.
And now, what's that tweet say?
It said F gay people. Why would you do that?
Oh, Burger King.
They're just
Fucking
trying to
great.
start a conversation.
Yeah, see, we're not saying like we don't like gay people. We're saying that you should have sex
Actively.
with gay people.
Bang.
God, that's funny. I love
But
it.
here in the UK, we don't use the term bang. We think that that's derogatory.
Right.
We say fuck.
And isn't gay another term for a cigarette in the UK?
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't think that's quite right. I think
No, that's it. That's totally right.
Okay, yeah, that's probably right.
Totally right.
Yeah, they were meant like go have some cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Tommy, don't Google that.
Oh. My ear hurts.
Oh. I'm gonna look on now that I have my computer. I'm gonna find you an over the counter ear medicine.
It'll be fine by the time it gets
Just
here.
pour some hot water in it. It'll be fine.
I did. I squirted hot water in it with the little eardropper thing.
Do you think you have tinnitus?
My tendons are fine. It's my ear that's the problem.
Did you have Mary P in it?
No. Well, I'm not this week.
Yeah, like But urine, like everyone knows. I mean, urine is sterile. It's fine. So
There
it
is
kills infections.
an at-home remedy. It's supposed to be you mix olive oil with garlic and rub it in there. That's supposed to work, but I haven't gotten
Yeah,
that.
you bake it at 400.
Yeah.
Are you listening to them Italian doctors again?
Like, hey, covered in the olive oil and garlic.
I was like, doctor, how do I get rid of this earache? And the doctor was like, that's the way you know when you play the Great Escape.
He says, patient, I am Pagalecki.
What? Jared Padalecki? What?
No, what's
Kelly.
the name of that clown in that joke?
What is it?
Kelly, that was a phenomenal.
What
joke.
is it?
Thank you.
Yeah,
How is it pronounced?
Pagalecki? I don't know. What's the name? You know the joke I'm talking
Come
about,
on,
right?
Kelly. This is your people. It's a Pagliacci.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was a phenomenal fucking joke, Kelly. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's that Mexican clown that died that people were advertising tweets
Oh,
for?
that was so
Juan
funny.
Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Juan
That
Wayne
was good.
Gacy.
that was good.
But that's what happens when you block every promoted tweet account. You just get real weird shit. Like people paying tribute to strange-looking Mexican clowns that die.
I was laughing so hard, I clicked on the wrong button. TV clown Cepillon dies at age 75. Wow.
Leaves behind brother Mario and Luigi.
Oh God, so good.
We should take a break since I already clicked on the Popcast Classic thing. We should
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
whiz.
And we should
Good
come back
time.
and we should eat some Pokemon.
I was waiting for Mahoney to throw the talk, so sweet deal.
No,
No talks this
Nope.
weekly.
No talks when we're
Works
doing
for
this
me.
Pokemon shit. That's more than enough work for me.
Coming
Fair
back
enough.
when you least expect it.
Yeah, let's do take a break. What we got this week, Nice?
So since we're staying with the Pokemon theme for all month, this is from December 10th, 2018 from Popcast 449, so 101 Popcasts ago. And it's when Kelly was playing Pokemon Let's Go, and people were complaining about their hands cramping.
Oh, I forgot that was even a thing. All right, yeah. So enjoy this. We'll be back in a minute. Love you, bye.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic.
What the fuck's going on with you, Kelly?
Not much. Been playing some video games. Still playing through Pokemon. I really don't like the catching mechanic. Like,
Why? Like, what? I mean, like, it's just. But how bad could it be? I'm just curious. I don't know anything about it really.
Kelly's more of
It's
a
a-
pitcher.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It's annoying as hell because, again, you don't battle the Pokemon. You do the Pokemon Go, throw a ball at them, and hope it catches them at the right time.
Wait, what?
Pokemon.
Yeah, so in Pokemon Let's Go, you battle Pokemon in like trainer battles, but when you're catching them, there's no battling. What you do is you just lob a Pokeball at them while like a circle gets smaller, and you have to hit the center of the circle at the right time to get a rating of nice, great, or excellent.
Oh, no sweet.
How do you like gain XP without?
Most of your experience is gained from catching Pokemon, which means you have to catch a shit ton of Pokemon. And when you don't like the experience of catching Pokemon, you don't want to catch Pokemon, so all of your Pokemon are underleveled.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, where like I'm getting through the game, but I'm starting to struggle in the battles.
Huh?
Because, boy howdy, can I easily go through 10 Pokeballs per Pokemon I'm trying to catch.
Oh, that's not acceptable.
And luckily, I play on handheld, so it's easier, I guess. Because if you're playing like on your TV, you can only use one Joy-Con at a time. Like, so you're walking and your buttons, that's all on the one controller. But again, you don't hold it sideways, you can only hold it straight forward. Because they want you to hold it a certain way, so when you're playing on the TV, you have to use motion controls to throw the Pokeballs to catch them.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm. That's why I would never recommend playing it in outside of handheld.
That sucks butt.
Yeah. I mean, outside of that, like, it's a gorgeous game. It's easily the best looking Pokemon game that's ever come out.
Yeah, as well it should be.
It sounds great. It looks great. Like, I really like most things about it. But there's just that big hurdle to overcome.
So it sounds like you can definitely play it any way you want, but if you pony up for that fucking Pokeball peripheral, you'll have a better experience. No?
Somebody told me it sucks.
A lot of people that I've talked to that have used it have had problems with their hands cramping up while they're using it.
Oh, you fucking babies. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon
Well, it's
not
also-
digging a ditch.
Oh, dude, I got cramps.
It's way smaller than you expect it to be.
Yeah, that's what I tell my wife.
You kids and your new age problems. Your cramps.
Ow, my pokey hand hurts.
You guys are not taking Pokemon seriously.
The hell you say?
I'm thinking of all kinds of serious.
We need to
Come
get
on.
Detective Pikachu on the case of the giant pussies.
Oh man, I need to finish that game. Yeah, I did not get the Pokeball Plus because it looked like it sucked.
Oh, my hand. My hand hurts from too much Pokeballing.
You kids got it rough these days.
Oh God, that is delicious.
Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic.
I'd like to point out the irony.
Oh, that my
In
ear
that-
hurts from playing Fortnite?
In that now Nyes has an ouchy ear from playing Fortnite.
No, it's not. It's not definitely from playing Fortnite, but it could be related.
No, it's most likely the headset. I get the same thing. So usually if I'm playing like Apex by myself, I'll turn the TV up and not wear the headset because it will agitate your ears after a while. It sucks.
I had to go get
But you gotta fight through it.
I had to go get an ice pack during the break. I got pushed up against my
Oh.
ear right now.
Well, I sent you some medicine. It'll be there at 11 a.m.
Okay, cool. For real?
You were
You're the best
so
boyfriend
quick
ever.
with
Yeah, for real.
Amazon.
Best boyfriend ever.
That's me. Population, if your ear hurts, let me know.
All right, let's fucking do this thing. I'm hungry. All right, so we are on to the back half of round one of Poké-March Madness. Gotta eat them all. We're hitting up the green and yellow portions of the what are these, seeds, brackets, divisions? I don't know how this shit works. What is it?
Divisions.
Brackets.
Divisions. There we go. All right.
Call them buckets.
Yeah, the yellow and green buckets. That's what we're doing.
Which is the I forget the names of the conferences, I'm sorry. I think there was Johto was one of them.
Zumba.
Oh yeah, Johto
Roomba.
and Kanto.
Yeah.
I think this is Kanto.
Huey.
More like
Dewey.
Kanto.
No,
Yeah,
this
movie.
is Johto. Green and
Oh.
yellow are Johto. We did Kanto last week. And if you still haven't listened to last week's episode, go to pop.atzinc.org and fill out your brackets and see how you can do against our picks.
But don't be a filthy fucking cheater and look first.
Yeah,
We'll know
honor
if you,
system.
We'll know.
and you know, There's no prize, so
You're
really
only
wanna-
cheating yourself.
Yeah. Winners never cheat and cheaters never win, you guys.
Mhm.
Yep.
Tony, I expect to hear who you picked.
Okay. All right, who's up first?
Six.
All right, Seed 1 taking on Seed 16 here. We got Slurpuff taking on Rhydon.
Well, first of all, Slurpuff sounds like a racist. But looks so delicious, though.
Slur, puff, puff, pass.
Oh, yeah.
What do we know about these Pokemans?
Slurpuff is a fairy type, I believe, that is snack-based.
Snack-based.
Well, okay.
Let me open up the old Pokemon database. But what I can tell you about Rhydon is he's a rock rhino.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Tell you what, I don't need to know anything else.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
gonna eat the cupcake.
Same. I'm gonna eat the snack-based Pokemon.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not gonna eat the rhinoceros made out of rocks.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you evolve a Swirlix into a Slurpuff by giving the Swirlix an item called Whipped Dream and then trading it.
Oh, well.
Okay.
That sounds very complicated.
Both of those things sound like blowjob techniques.
Yeah.
As does Slurpuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What was the first one? Swirlex and a
Swirlex.
Slurpuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also Whipped Dream.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot going on there.
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't sound like a blowjob? Ride on.
Not a little bit.
No, I mean that sounds like
Ergo.
Rhydon sounds like reverse
Ergo.
cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to say Rhydon was a Jose pick.
No, I'm going Slurpuff.
All right. Well, I mean that seals it. So
Yep. Slurpuff.
when
Gonna
you play
eat
the
you.
grape ape, I think Slurpuff. Are there other snack-based Pokemon? Were there snack-based Pokemon in the previous week?
I think we had Ice Cream on.
And that's
Ice cream.
snack-based.
Well, no, it's not like officially like
Okay.
that's not like an
Okay.
official term.
Okay.
That's just what I call it.
Because I know there's like leaf-based and
Yeah, no. Snack based is not a type.
Oh, okay. Because shit, I should have just Googled snack-based Pokemon.
Well, what is the challenge in that?
Mhm. All right, we ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Oh.
Oh,
All right, we got
okay.
Tepig taking on Vileplume. This one's real easy to me. Vileplume is based on one of those corpse flowers.
I'm
You
sorry.
know.
Corpse flower?
Yeah, the big ass flowers that smell like rotting meat.
That's what
Oh.
Pokemon call mushrooms.
Have you never heard of these things, Lee?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, we're the
no.
weird ones because we don't know what a corpse flower is.
I feel like I learned about that in grade school every year.
Mhm.
It was always in our science textbooks. It's like, look, this is how this plant evolved to not get eaten. It just smells like rotting meat. So everyone
Oh,
leaves
there's your
it
problem
alone.
right there. We didn't talk about evolution in my school. That's devil talk.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're in the South. I forgot about that.
All right,
God made this plant smell like zombies because
Yeah.
fuck you. That's why.
So yeah, I don't
One
want
of the
to.
world's largest and rarest flowering structures, the corpse flower is a pungent plant that blooms rarely and only for a short time. While it is in bloom, the flower emits a strong odor similar to rotting meat, or
Ugh.
aptly a decaying corpse. That's fucked up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna eat the pig then.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't want to eat anything with the word vile in it, so I will go with
Yeah.
the bacon-based Pokemon.
Really? Seriously?
A fire
Everything
type.
about eating a
pig.
pig is wonderful, and I'm
Yeah.
in.
He's just a pig roast right there.
Yeah. Put an apple in him.
Corpse
Yep.
flowers are also. I'm fucking down this rabbit hole here. Corpse flowers are also able to warm up to 98 degrees Fahrenheit to further fool the insects. The insects think the flower may be food, fly inside, realize there's nothing to eat, and fly off with pollen on their legs. The process ensures the ongoing pollination of the species. Once the flower has bloomed and pollination is complete, the flower collapses.
Look at that.
It's really fucking weird to me how flowers are so dedicated to spreading themselves.
And this fucker's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, these things are huge.
Crazy.
Oh my
That's
god.
nuts.
Google
Educational
it.
food podcast. Any objections to T-Pig moving on?
No, we're
Not
burying
at
that
all,
bitch
because-
in the ground and cooking them for 4 days.
When you say T-Pig, you're talking Pokemon and not nickname for what's his name, though, right?
Nickname for what's his name?
T-Pain.
Homie.
This is fucking me up.
Homeboy. We've lost Lee to Wikipedia.
It's fucking me up.
I'm shocked you'd never heard of this before.
Oh,
they're
I
enormous.
found the stinking corpse Lily, and it looks just like a Vileplume.
Now,
Yeah.
I've probably come across this before in my life, but I do not remember it. So,
All right, I gotta put this down. Sorry, that was fucking crazy.
These are the biggest flowers I've ever seen in my life, and this is
they're
just
huge.
a picture of a whole bunch of people sniffing it.
bunch of weirdos.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on a limb, having not seen the photo you're referring to. Probably a lot of Caucasians. Yes.
Probably a lot of white people.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Call that one.
All right, white people.
All right, we got
Oh my God.
Farfetch'd taking on Crabominable. I like Farfetch'd a lot
Yes.
because he comes in with a leak.
Yes. He comes.
He's got a side dish ready
Yes.
to go.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a lot of crab over there, Kelly.
It
That's
is
a lot of crab. That's a lot of delicious meat. And like, look, I'm not coming here to fucking eat vegetables, so don't try to bring one to me, Farfetch'd.
A leek. Of all vegetables, too, a fucking leek.
Yeah, that's an insult. See, he's trying to throw me off, like, hey, you don't want to eat me? Don't you want to eat this tasty leek? Fuck you, Farfetch'd.
That- My problem with Farfetch'd is, like, that's a little Cornish game hen over there, and this is a fucking magnificent crab.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat to be leaving on the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I agree with Kelly's logic, but I guess. I mean, Lee.
Can't go wrong with a big old crab.
That's true. Lee, do you concur with the boys?
You guys, just real quick, because I wanted to know. The Crabominable is 5'7" tall and weighs 396 pounds.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Get
hell
me
yeah.
some butter.
Hell yeah!
Let's
That-
go.
I will eat
Yeah, we
that
eat
thing
good
butt
tonight,
out.
fellas.
Yep.
All right. Chronomenal.
All fucking day. All day.
5'7" crab. That thing looks like it's 5'7" around too. So we are all set.
See, I was under the impression that that was a green onion that Farfetch'd was carrying around. Now that I know that it's a leek, yeah.
I think it I was looking in the Pokédex entries. They do call it a green onion. I think they may have just called it a leek in the localization of the anime for some reason.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I thought a leek and a green onion were the same thing.
No.
They might
Until
be.
about 15
They're
seconds
not.
ago.
My wife just made the most surprised face at me, like she has any idea if a leek and a green onion are the same thing or not.
See, this is why she punches you.
All right. Let's move on to our fourth match of the night.
We got
all right.
Buffalant taking on Salamence.
I like that it's called Buffaland.
Yeah.
And I like
He's a-
that I can imagine Salamence saying his name like Salamence. I'm Salamence.
Yeah.
What's your
name?
Salamence. I fucking love buffalo meat, y'all.
Yeah.
Buffalo meat is fucking delicious. That might be a tough one to-
Salamence feels like he would be slimy.
Yeah,
to the
what
touch.
is it? What is it?
He,
Salamander,
I believe,
I
is
guess.
a dragon type. Let me get a little bit
see,
more.
I am wary about any reptile.
That's a salamander. Look at that tail.
Yeah.
Like, you can throw wings on it and call it a dragon, but that's a salamander.
I'm a salamander.
Yeah, according to his Pokédex entry, the Salamence is unusual in that it was able to evolve a body with wings just by constantly wishing it could fly.
I don't
Okay,
want
so
to
it's a real
I
pain
don't
in
want
the
to
ass, too.
I don't want to eat something that has wishes and dreams.
Your wishes and dreams, I fucking eat them.
Yeah, that Bouffalant seems like a real nihilist, so I'm all
You're halfway through eating salamanders, and he's just like, I wish I was dead, I wish I was dead, I wish I was dead. And you're like, all right, quiet already.
I hope you get diarrhea.
But you don't know because he just keeps going, Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
All right, is this unanimous?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That buffalo.
Bouffalant.
Yeah, we could boof a lot. Yep, do it.
When you
I'm
play
gonna
the
wear
Grape
those
Escape.
horns after.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that's a fucking afro. That
Yeah.
buffalo's got an
Yeah, dude.
afro.
Yeah, he's got a lot of hair. Like, I guess that's part of his gimmick is that it cushions him when he's hitting people.
So,
Does the carpet match the drape?
it's soul food.
Yeah?
All right.
Love it. Love it.
Next up,
Hell at you, Bouffalant.
what the fuck?
Holy
All right.
Oh my god.
Sharpedo takes on Gorgeist. So we got a really angry shark versus a ghost pumpkin.
It's a fucking haunted. It's a haunted pumpkin.
A haunted
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Is it ghost pumpkin like a ghost pepper? Is it like really spicy?
I kind of want to make Gorgeist into a pie.
Spooky pie.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds kind of great.
Yeah.
Have we had shark before? Is shark good?
I've never eaten shark.
Shark fin soup is a delicacy, even though it is illegal.
Yeah, people really like it. But
That's
yeah, I've
fair.
never tried
heard of
shark.
that. But like, do they eat the rest of the shark, or is it just the fins that they like?
They just eat the fins, which is why it's fucked up. They catch sharks, cut the fins off, and let them go so they die.
Oh.
Yeah, shark fin soup is fucked up.
Well, then that
Yeah.
suggests to me that the rest of the shark must really suck. If they're just like,
I've
I'd rather it
had
die in the water than
swordfish.
eat this.
Yeah, but I also don't want to eat a haunted pie.
Why not?
Well,
I
if
already-
you eat a haunted pie, imagine the farts.
I already have enough trouble sleeping. I don't need to be haunted by baked goods.
Why'd you eat me?
I am the ghost of pumpkin spice.
Small
don't know.
Gorgeist pretend to be children to fool adults. Anyone who falls for the act gets carried away to the hereafter.
Oh,
So
God.
it sounds like they're just taking kitty fiddlers off to hell.
Well, why do they have to be kitty fiddlers?
Because they're
Why else are adults being like lured in places by children?
Mhm.
Because if a child is calling for help, most adults would be like, I think I hear a child calling for help.
Nope.
Nope.
Trap.
Not, they would be like, I think I hear a child. Time to get to the fiddling.
No, I'd be like, man, I ain't getting Chris Hansen.
Put that in
Yeah,
the intro.
Time to get to Finland.
Well, personally, I think both of these Pokemon suck, and I don't want to eat either one of them.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, because-
either one of these are making it out of round 2, so it's a coin flip.
Yeah, from what I read, Sharpedo's a real shithead too.
Oh yeah,
He's the bully
Sharpedo's
of
a
the
real
sea.
asshole.
Sharpedo
Sharpedo will
smacks his
chase
wife
you
around.
in the ocean if he sees you in the game.
All right,
mean-
good. Well, then let's cut his fucking fin off.
I second that. Sharpedo. I will eat Sharpedo.
Eat the fuck.
Oh
out of
no, I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh, okay.
Let's make the soup. Let's make the soup and leave him to die.
I'm going haunted pie.
You know what? I'm gonna go haunted pie too.
Fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
Jose.
haunted
Tiebreaker.
vengeful pie.
Yeah, that's making children noises at you. It's crying out in a child's voice for help.
And you
while
know what
you're
I
cutting
say when
slices
I'm gonna
of it.
eat that pie?
What do
Guess
you
I better
say?
have a seat.
What is it, Jose? Break the tie.
I'm going shark.
Oh!
I like meat, dude.
Now, are you gonna eat the shark, or you just want it dead?
I'm gonna eat the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat all of it. We're not just doing that tail.
Yeah.
No, honor the beast you murder, and eat it all.
It's also like a food chain thing. Like, if I eat a shark, that means like I'm higher on the food chain than a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how
Oh yeah,
badass
straight
are
up
you?
real life. I've always said I'll eat something that given the chance will eat me back every single time. Hell yeah.
Except for this time.
Well, this is a goofy one. I'll also eat a murder pumpkin.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
All right, let's move on to the next matchup. Oh yeah, I think this one is.
Fuck yeah.
This one is
Oh,
more.
it's
Which one would you rather be fucked by?
Yeah. This one is tricky. We got Pangoro taking on Incineroar.
I don't think
He's-
this is tricky at all.
Incineroar.
I personally would go Pangoro because he's less people-y and he's more of a forbidden fruit because it's panda.
Yes. Incineroar's got that real daddy Guy Fieri energy going on.
Oh, yeah.
So I would be aroused when I would eat him. So yeah, I think
He's like a He's like a cat who banged Guy Fieri's shirt.
yeah.
See, I guess it kind of comes down to what you're into as far as your meat, because your Pangoro is going to be well marbled. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right. Like
it's gonna be
veal.
A lot of little, yeah. Whereas look at Incineroar, man. That's going to be just lean fucking cuts.
Yeah. I do like
He's
my
also
meat
a
lean.
wrestler.
He is.
Okay.
But he's
I mean,
very...
the
he's
panda looks delicious.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him.
Incineroar is just too people-y for me.
It's got nothing to do with being too people-y. He just doesn't look delicious.
Yeah, I disagree. I think Incineroar looks fantastic. I bet he's good spicy meat, like naturally spicy meat.
Gamey.
And I ain't gotta fuck with the hot sauce. He comes with his own hot sauce. He is his own hot sauce.
Ugh.
Oh, I mean, look at him. He'll give you some hot
That's
sauce.
disgusting.
He probably would.
Ugh. All right, let's go around the room. I think this one's down to the wire.
All right, Pangoro.
Yeah, Pangoro.
Incineroar.
Going with the Pangoro.
All right.
He looks yummy.
There we go.
Pangoro takes it. I wish, since his name is Pangoro, I wish he had 4 arms.
That's a bad call, you guys. That's a bad call. But I respect your
I don't
opinions.
know.
Lee,
I
it's
think
which one
it's
we
gonna
want
work out.
It's which one do you want to eat more, not which one you want to fuck more. I get it. I wanted to fuck Incineroar too. I had to find a picture of Incineroar that was less sexy than the one you guys found for me, because it was going to be too difficult not to vote for him.
I think the one I sent you may have been the render from Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was very realistic. I had to detach my balls from my body. It was so realistic.
Pangoro just jerking off.
All 4 arms.
Nah, he's a panda, so he's got a real low sexual appetite.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
got
when I'm
4
done with
arms. We just want you to use one of them to jerk Pangoro.
Juggalo John in the cats. Juggalo John in the chat says, "I think bear is better meat than cat."
Yeah.
Which one of those was a cat?
But
Incineroar.
But
Oh.
technically, aren't
He looks
pandas
like a demon.
Aren't pandas marsupials? They aren't actually bears.
You're thinking of koalas.
I'm thinking of koalas. Okay, I knew it was one of them fucked up bears. All right, next match.
All right, Mantine versus Breloom. I think I already know where Jose's leaning because Breloom is kind of mushroom based.
Get fucked up.
I like how Mantine brought an appetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mantine's got a Remoraid hanging out with him.
Have you guys ever heard of, scallops are sometimes, just a shelled seafood, but then sometimes scallops are actually, they take like a fucking cookie cutter and cut out pieces of like stingrays out of their wings, their fins or whatever. I'm not sure if this is true, but
I don't think it is. I think you are literally telling a story someone told you and is like,
Yes.
I can't believe this guy's fucking buying
Yes,
this.
exactly. So, based on that story, I'm still going with Mantine Pro V.
Those scallops are like they're like oysters.
Yes.
They're like a shellfish. Yeah.
I like how you're like, sometimes they're scallops like you're expecting them to be, but other times
The first
somebody just cut them out of a stingray. Like,
Hold
yo.
on. The first result.
What the fuck?
The first result I found when I googled scallops from stingrays says millions of people paying good money for scallops are actually eating cheap stingray, skate, or shark that has been sectioned up by a cookie cutter to look like scallops.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's like
Scallops
fake-
are the
fake
most
crab?
scallops are the most counterfeit food.
What? Get the fuck out.
An educational
We're learning so much
podcast.
tonight, you guys. We're learning so much tonight.
And what the fuck is a Breloom?
That's a
He's like a-
wrestler.
he's-
You
so
guys talk about
Breloom
him all the
is-
time.
Grass fighting type.
He looks like
He's
a real piece of shit.
made of mushrooms. We would want to avoid the seeds. His Pokédex entry from Sapphire says, the seeds ringing in Breloom's tail are made of a hardened toxic spores. It is horrible to eat the seeds. Just taking a bite of the Pokemon's seeds will cause your stomach to rumble.
No.
But does it make you hallucinate? Because I'll take some stubborn rumble.
It might. And it's also, as Lee was saying, shredded. This Pokemon's fighting technique puts boxers to shame. So he's got some of that lean meat in there too, even though he's made of mushrooms.
That good lean mushroom meat, like a portobello.
Yeah.
I say, pass me the cookie cutter. We having scallops tonight.
I go Mantine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Pantene.
Wow.
Get me some Pantene.
My brain has just been blown.
Well, you're welcome.
Counterfeit scallops. And
Never
we
in
all
my
thought-
life have I even heard anything remotely like that.
And all the rest of us thought that was complete bullshit.
Complete
that someone
bullshit.
Fed you. Wow.
It felt like at the time that it was complete bullshit, but it has stayed with me.
Fascinating.
So fascinating. Absolutely crazy. I would have bet you anything someone fed you a line of shit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
in the hopes that you would like repeat it as truth down the line.
Yeah,
somewhere.
20 years ago, some server at some crappy themed restaurant in the Orlando tourist area was like, one day, this fat kid's going to have a podcast, and he's going to repeat this Stingray story, and they're not going to believe him, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to be waiting. Oh, and he's in the chat right now. What's up,
And it's
Carl?
J-pop.
That is
Alright.
fucking nuts.
Let's see what else we can learn about food and or animals in our next match.
It's Wigglytuff versus Go-Goat.
Our
Oh, this
last
is a tough
match
one.
in the green division.
Yep. So I was thinking Wigglytuff, but the Pokédex entries say that its body is soft and rubbery.
Okay. See, I was just going to ask, what is the texture of a Wigglytuff?
Yeah, it's because it'll suck in a bunch of air and inflate itself.
Oh, well, that
Like a blowfish.
Yeah.
sounds yucky.
Yeah, Wigglytuff seems like it'd be chewy.
Yeah.
And Go-Goat's just goat.
Yeah, let's make
Love goat.
some go-goat Euros.
I thought you did love goat.
No. You're thinking lamb. Oh, fuck off.
You're thinking lamb.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, same difference. Lamb, goat, whatever.
Nah, goat's not quite the same. I've had goat burgers. They're okay.
Imagine
I'm
the
sure
kind of
Goat makes tremendous burgers.
Yeah.
Imagine the kind of cheese this guy makes. He's like, go-go gadget, go-goat cheese.
Yeah, Wigglytuff, just get out of here. Wigglytuff
I
looks
don't-
like an oily, greasy, squishy, yucky
Yeah, like
thing.
be made of ice cream, Wigglytuff.
Yeah.
I'd have to try Wigglytuff. Like,
why?
I'd have to try it. Just to
I feel
see
like
what it was
Wigglytuff would be a lot like that time that I ate cow stomach.
Right.
Oh, why would you do that?
Oh,
'Cause
you
it
mean
was-
delicious?
It was put in front of me,
God.
and I was like, I guess I'll try this. And
What is the
boy,
matter with
howdy,
you?
it's just like eating gum.
And I just realized I misspelled Wigglytuff, so.
Man, I fucking love
Wiggy.
a tripe taco.
That's
Oh, no, wait.
real
Sorry.
Tennessee right there, Lee.
Cow
that's-
intestines is what I was thinking of.
No, cow intestines are fucking gross, but
Yeah.
tripe is quite tasty. Yeah, I said it, Mahoney.
Yeah, I heard it,
All right, Lee, you
and
going?
I'm speechless.
You going Wigglytuff?
I'm going Wigglytuff just for the experience of it. I
Alright.
gotta try it out.
Go Goat.
Yeah, go all the way. I don't need to try out eating some
Go Goat's just fun to say too.
pile of
It is
gross.
fun.
It is fun.
So is Wigglytuff. You
Go,
kidding
go,
me?
go,
Fuck outta
go
here.
in my belly.
All right, go Goat. Takes it. Nope, not you, Wigglytuff.
I am-
And that's another animal.
Yeah.
You can wear the horns after you eat it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I like doing that. I like just disrespecting my food afterwards.
I'm
Deserves
gonna
it.
turn you into cloves.
Yeah. All right, we are headed into the yellow division. Our first matchup. We're halfway
all
through.
chicken.
We're almost done with round one. We're halfway through this episode, so let's power through. Oh
This is a
yeah.
hell of a matchup. We got Appleton taking on Mr. Mime.
Oh my god. I looked up and I saw Appleton and I was like, well, that enormous apple, like I'm making him into a pie. And then I was like, oh, Mr. Mime is finally here.
Yeah, but I think
He looks like he is a pie.
Yeah, exactly.
He is a pie.
He is a pie.
Even better.
Oh, so
Even
he's
better.
just ready to get eaten. He's
Yeah,
asking.
he's
This
ready
is-
to go.
This is the hardest match we've had yet.
And what's up with Mr. Mime? What's his gimmick? What's his deal?
Look at him.
It's a fucking mime.
I mean,
Look at him, Jose.
you know,
Yeah, but he looks skinny.
I picked
He-
him because
I'm pretty sure he fucked Ash's mom in the anime.
He's thick in the middle.
the
I'm
reason
sorry. What the fuck did you just say?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty.
so-
Wait, which one?
he fucked Ash's
About
mom.
fucking Ash's mom?
Yeah, no, he used to. There was a Mr. Mime that lived at Ash's house as like the maid, but I'm pretty sure he was just plowing Ash's mom when Ash wasn't
Okay,
home.
okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. See, I picked Mr. Mime just because I think he would taste funny.
He's too much like people. Like that's one step away from man.
See, that's why I want to eat him.
Right, like
Because he's so peoply.
You don't want to eat the pie,
I've had pie.
but it's a living pie.
I've had pie, but I've never had lawn pig. I would fuck up a
Eating Mr. Mime sounds like a fun time. But it's a delicious apple pie, and I love apple pie.
Apple pie.
You've
is
had
good.
100 apple pies.
I would eat 100 more.
yeah, but
Yeah.
is it an apple pie and then you start getting into like meat?
It looks like Eeyore fucked the
oh.
pie.
Right.
it?
He is he's grass type, so I assume he's all the way through plant based. So
Okay.
Pies.
Because I don't want to eat an apple pie with meat in it, that's for sure.
And you get
but if you
3/4 of the
start
way
at the
down and it gets
bottom, you're
meaty.
starting at dinner,
Right.
and then you work your way up to dessert.
ooh yeah.
Or like you're cutting into the pie and all of a sudden it starts bleeding.
Yeah,
Okay.
Appleton
Okay,
is
well,
known
that's
as
no
the
good. I mean,
apple
if I want
nectar
that, then I just
Pokemon.
want Mr. Mime. Like, if I'm cutting into a Pokemon that's going to bleed, it's this Mime over
The
here.
great thing about if you're eating Mr. Mime is as you're murdering him and eating pieces off of him, he won't make a single noise.
He damn sure
You
won't.
know what?
He'll just keep
That's-
motioning the Y.
The Pokemon Shield Pokedex entry for Appleton says its body is covered in sweet nectar and the skin on its back is especially yummy. Children used to have it as a snack.
I love skin.
That does sell it. And then
Yeah.
does the Pokedex say what Mr. Mime tastes like?
No. It
And
says
if
for
he
the
fucked
it
them
says
up.
for the Gigantamax version of Appleton, it blasts its opponent with massive amounts of sweet, sticky nectar, drowning them in the deluge.
Get in my mouth.
Yep. Oh, I want to get drowned in this sweet, sticky nectar.
Yeah. All right, we have a winner of the whole contest.
Yeah, it's Mr. Mime.
All right, it comes down to Jose.
I got.
He's so disgusted.
I'm all about that Appleton.
Yes.
I mean, you had me a tasty, crispy skin. I fucking love skin.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. Like a rotisserie chicken, I'll eat the fuck out of all the skin. I'll eat everyone's skin. If you're eating rotisserie chicken with me and you want some skin, you better get to it before I get to it.
Well,
Dude,
so then
we
why
gotta
are
make
you
some
not
Mr.
eating
Mime
Mr.
jerky.
Mime, who is covered in skin?
But it's not covered in delicious skin.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
we
have
we
a
don't know
dessert
what
on
his
the
skin
top.
tastes like.
Yeah,
His
that's
skin
the
probably
adventure.
tastes like sadness.
I'm just saying. Jose wants to eat skin. He's got a skin bag sitting right here on the screen.
But that doesn't mean it's going to taste good. We're already guaranteed that other one's skin is amazing.
I mean, if you put him on a rotisserie and baste him and season him up, it might be good.
Keep talking.
I'm going through the Pokédex entries to see if there's anything we can kind of gather about its flavor from them.
Kelly, does it say if Mr. Mime will blast us with a sweet, sweet nectar?
No, it doesn't.
See, I would
No,
wager
it
You
says
said he did
Mr.
that
Mime.
to Ash's mom, though.
He did.
You
See,
had me
I
a
would wager
sweet
that Mr. Mime could probably taste like whatever you wanted to. So you catch yourself a Mr. Mime.
No,
I
that's
think just
Ditto.
like, you
You're
know-
thinking of Ditto.
Yeah, it's more of a Ditto thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Mime can make walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does that wall taste like?
The
Sugar
broadness
rolls.
of his hands may be no coincidence. Many scientists believe its palms became enlarged specifically for pantomiming.
Well, yeah. That's just an evolutionary advance.
So maybe if the hands are big, he's got a big old dick.
Mr. Mime all day. This isn't a fucking question. It's Mr. Mime.
Goat in the chat says mimes are French and French cuisine is great.
That's also true.
Good point, good point.
So, Jose, final answer. We're going with Appleton.
I mean, yeah, I got a sweet tooth.
You've
And-
had a million apple pies. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. And you could be like, I'll take the one that tastes kind of like something I've already had. What the fuck?
But he'll
But
blast
it's an
you
apple
with.
pie with tasty skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an anthropomorphic apple pie is kind of cool. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm switching to. I'm going to go with Appleton as well. I'm gonna lock it up for
I have
him.
been on an island by myself so many times this episode.
I'm just remembering back to our old game, which came luckily before the video times, of drink the milk or suck the dick.
Mm.
And Jose, every single time, no matter how disgusting that milk was, went with the milk. So I feel like Mr. Mime was a tough sell for him.
Well, that's ironic because next match, drink the milk or suck the dick.
Got Clefairy versus Combi.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Oh my god.
We got
Combi
a can
is
of
just a living
bees.
honeycomb.
Well, I'm into that.
And what's a
Yeah.
what's a Clefairy?
Clefairy looks like it's got a nice little mouth.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Clefairy is the fairy Pokemon,
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
So just meat. It's
adored
just
for
meat.
their cute looks and playfulness.
Travis, you should pause it for this one.
And I would love to eat a combi like an apple, and it just be
Yeah.
honey on the inside,
Yeah.
and like crunchy. Like the
Yeah.
outside is like honeycomb cereal, but then it's just
No, I'm breaking it apart like a Hershey bar or something. Like what's that
Oh,
candy
hell
that's
yeah.
all broken into little pieces?
Like a Kit Kat?
like a
Yeah.
Toblerone.
Well, no, not a
Oh,
Kit Kat.
God,
the little
that sounds
squares,
good.
the rectangles.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
a
Kit Kats
Toblerone.
are also rectangles, but not a Kit
Yeah.
Kat. I'm all about combi.
Anyone?
Yeah, I'm going Combi.
Anyone gonna save Clefairy?
No, I'm going Combi.
Mahoney's gonna have his dick in its mouth while he's eating
Yeah,
Combi.
I got plans for Clefairy, but none of them involve eating.
Clefairy's gonna be doing the eating.
Yeah.
Drink the milk or suck the dick, Clefairy.
I'm just gonna give them both.
All right, next up.
All right, Travis,
Yeah.
you can listen again.
Spoink takes on Ekans.
Oh my god.
Boy, oh, I just got Ekans. I just got the joke. I was like, a lot of these names are pretty clever. Why Ekans? And I was like, oh, that's why.
It's just snake
Ekans
backwards.
nice? There
Because
you go.
it's snake spelled backwards. Spoink.
All right.
Okay,
What's
what
the
is
Spoink's head?
Spoink? Is Spoink a pig?
Yeah,
Spoink's a pig. He bounces on his tail.
Okay.
bouncing on your boy's
What's on
dick.
his head? Is that a gumball?
Let me look. I'm not entirely sure what
It's
that
a tumor.
is. I think it might just be a bouncy ball.
It's a flavor crystal.
Not a tumor.
Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of its bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
Oh,
Spoink keeps a pearl on top of its head. The pearl functions to amplify this Pokemon's psychokinetic powers. It is therefore on a constant search for a bigger pearl.
It's hard out there for a Spoink, you guys.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Spoink sounds like I'd be doing it a favor if I ate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It seems like it's living hell.
But
Yeah.
on the same token, Snake is delicious.
Snake is delicious.
What? I don't
Jose,
know.
you like skin? You want to eat a bunch of snake skin?
Snake is a very sweet meat.
Yeah, snake's fucking great. Had some snake sausage.
Is this thing like a pig?
You know what also makes sausage?
Yes.
Pig.
Spoink is a pig.
And again, I've had pig sausage hundreds of times. I've had snake sausage a handful of times. I want more of that snake sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had snake egg rolls. They were delicious.
I'd have to
Oh.
go snake.
Oh, keep talking that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, so I'm gonna go with Ekans.
Wow.
I'm on the Ekans diet.
I think that's 3 votes. Ekans
Yeah.
goes on to
Fuck
the
yeah.
next round.
2 upsets in a row.
And then after that, I'm gonna have some sweet ass boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even a belt.
So you're not gonna eat the skin?
It's all scaly. I don't think you really want
Yeah,
There's a
snake
lot of
skin's not
skin.
really for
There's a
eating.
lot of skin.
Listen, all I heard was that he loves it.
Loves it. Yeah, but I don't like snake.
All right.
Pass.
Turtwig versus Venusaur.
Okay. Venusaur looks like it is like Venusaur looks like she's getting in a fight at the gas station and somebody's recording it for YouTube.
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
You see this? It's a black card. It's because I'm rich.
You can't make me wear a mask. That's against the Bill of Rights.
And meanwhile, Turtwig's just a turtle.
But it's got some sort of vegetation on it. So is it a plant-based turtle?
It is a
Well, these are
plant.
actually both plant-based.
Yeah, they're
actually.
both grass type, and they're both starter, but well, not Venusaur. Venusaur is the final evolution of the grass starter of Gen 1. Turtwig is the grass starter of Gen 4.
So there's not any meat in either of these. It's all just vegetables.
Kinda.
But one has a lot, and the other one's kind of skimpy.
Okay,
I, don't know,
let's-
I imagine that all the plant types are probably a little.
Meaty.
I don't know. It's not going to taste like any plant you've ever had. It's going to be some
Yeah.
weird, like, kind of like how like eggplant's a weird meaty plant.
Ooh, I
Which
do
I
like
like that.
eggplant.
This is the first time I've encountered Turtwig outside of having to take a poop while I'm camping.
If nothing else, since you know they're similar enough, I'm gonna go Venusaur because there'd be more to go around.
That's
You're
true.
gonna fight over a Turtwig.
Yeah, Venusaur's big.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you gotta
if
go
we're
big,
but
the
the point of this whole tournament is which one do we want to eat? So we're gonna have enough to go around. You know, I don't know, man. Like, if we're doing Turtwig versus Venusaur, we can have as much Turtwig or Venusaur as we want.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Then I'm still gonna go Venusaur because it looks to be the meatier of the two.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I
Yeah.
don't want to eat either of them, really, so...
Like, give me a
Whatever.
nice leg of Venusaur that I can just chomp
Ooh, there
down
you go.
on.
You know what? You sold me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venusaur.
Slathered in butter.
I want to walk around Disney with a Venusaur leg.
Moving on to the next round, Venusaur. Yeah.
I know exactly who Jose is picking in the next round.
Oh, well, let's get to it then. Oh, look at that. Look at this dipshit.
Oh,
Slowbro takes on Shiinotic.
Slow, bro. Oh, somebody biting on my tail. What's going on? Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Can you help me?
yeah. There's no way that mushroom does not make you hallucinate.
It hurt my tail. Can someone please help me?
Yeah, I know we've had this argument before, but I feel like I'd be doing Slowbro a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking some. I'm going to the moon, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fine, Shiinotic, but like...
It's not about how it looks; it's about how you feel.
Juggalo John
Let me
in the
make
chat
sure
says
Shiinotic doesn't kill you if you eat it.
Juggalo
Hold
John
on
in the
a
chat says
Shiinotic
that
will fuck you up for sure.
Slowpoke tails are the most sought after delicacy in all of the Pokemon world.
That is
Really?
true, but in this
You gotta
case,
fight off a fucking shell for it.
yeah, the tail's been kind of eaten.
Yeah,
by
but he's
thing.
saying now it's a tail. It's the tail, but with a seafood side. It's like a surf and turf.
That is a
Hey,
decent
Holy
point.
shit, Slowbro is a walking surf and turf.
surf and
Yeah.
turf.
Turf, you're right.
Well, hell. Then, I mean, that seals it right there.
Please kill me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Shiinotic would kill you if you eat it. It might just make you sleepy.
Well, that's not changing Jose's vote. Is Jose the only one going for Shiinotic?
I think
I
so.
think
I'd go
so.
slow.
That's fine. That's more for me.
All
I'm
right.
thinking about it. I don't know. I would probably. I'd fuck with Shiinotic.
Make some Shiinotic tea. Come on,
Yup. I'm with you, Jose.
take you to fucking cuckoo land.
Well, you guys enjoy your tea. We're gonna be over here eating surf and turf. When you play the Grape Escape. How many of these mushroom Pokemon did Jose send you?
All the anyone that was a mushroom.
No, and actually, most of the mushroom ones I picked out because knowing that Jose missed them, and I was like, he's gonna love these guys.
Mm-hmm. All right, how many more mushrooms we got? Let's see.
Ooh,
Charmander versus Gyarados.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to eat Gyarados.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like,
Delicious.
and you had to work
Oh
to
yeah.
get Gyarados. Like,
It's like a
because
Marlin.
Gyarados evolves from Magikarp. Magikarp has no offensive capabilities whatsoever.
Yeah, Magikarp
Yeah.
sucks.
You just gotta throw him out there, bring him back immediately so you can get some XP, and eventually you'll get a fucking Gyarados out of him. So yeah, that's a reward getting to eat a Gyarados for sure.
Yeah, I've always just wanted to try him, see how he is.
100%.
I mean, Charmander looks very delicious, but
Again,
there's probably more deliciousness coming out of Gyarados.
yeah, you're getting sick from Charmander somehow.
You think?
Yeah.
I guess Charmander really is kind of salamandery too.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so small.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I can dig it.
All right. We eating tonight, boys. All right. Final 2 matchups coming up right
Putting
now.
that head on my fucking trophy wall.
Hell yeah.
Yo, oh yeah.
Like, fry me up that whisker.
Yep.
Every single bit of it.
Some fucking fish spaghetti.
Fish spaghetti.
Fish spaghetti. Fish spaghetti.
Oh.
All right. Talonflame versus
Easy.
Greninja.
Easiest one yet.
He's like a frog dude, right?
Yeah, he's a
very
frog
froggy.
ninja.
What happens if you lick him?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's Greninja.
I mean, he uses his tongue as a scarf, so who knows?
Yeah, but if I lick him, will I be seeing scarves in space?
I don't know.
They probably.
But Talonflame is a flame roasted bird.
Yeah, and that's like a gigantic Flintstone style turkey leg you'd be eating.
I'm not into it. I don't want this frog with its tongue wrapped around its neck. I want this giant bird. Just give me the giant bird.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like a
going with
turkey.
the bird.
What's the size of this bird? I can't tell from scale.
Let me
Looks
look.
enormous.
Huge, yeah. Like an
Because
albatross.
mainly I don't want to eat Greninja because I don't want to eat anyone. So height is about 3'11", weight is 54 pounds for Talonflame.
Roast it up.
But yeah, for Greninja, I don't want to eat anyone that I've played as in Smash Brothers.
And I know that frog legs are a delicacy, but when you
Quite
have
tasty.
when you have frog legs up against chicken legs or turkey legs,
I'm Talonflame, easy.
Greninja.
I'm going Talonflame. And I think Mahoney seals it.
Yeah, Talonflame all the way.
Jose, what would your pick be?
I'm gonna lick Gray Ninja, but eat Talonflame.
All right, yeah. Now it's a party. Talonflame moves on, and our
I'm gonna
last.
invite the ninja to eat the flame with me.
There you
and Juggalo John says that Talonflame is rideable, so you can ride it and then eat it.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. And then our final.
Take me to dinner. I'm going to eat you for dinner.
Final match of the first round. We did it, you guys.
Gold Duck versus Sea King.
What the fuck's a gold duck? He's not even gold.
That's the
gold-
the evolution of Psyduck.
Yeah,
Gold
he
Duck.
is a psychic duck who is based on the Kappa, which is a yokai who either is super cool and just likes cucumbers, or is a horrible rapist monster that tries to dig little gems of stress out of your asshole.
Oh.
Okay. That's
mean-
real interesting.
Meanwhile, Sea King is a fish with a horn.
He looks like one of those fish that, like, if you eat the wrong part, you'll die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with the duck.
Yeah, let's eat a man-sized duck.
Yeah, fuck it.
I assume it's
Yeah.
man-sized, right?
He
Pretty big.
is 5'7",
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
169 pounds.
Nice.
Imagine you go over, like, we all show up for, like, FriendCon, and there's just a gold duck roasting.
Yeah. With a nice
Yeah,
orange
so
glaze.
They all show up for FriendCon and are like, "Hey Tito, what's up?" And then it's Gold Duck.
All right.
Tito's not 5'7". Get out of here.
Well, that is our first round all locked up. We will adjust the brackets going into next week, but then we're going into round 2.
Woof.
On to Electric Boogaloo.
It's gonna
It's real, y'all.
There's gonna be some real Sophie's Choice going on in here, I feel.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah,
hard.
I feel like this week was harder than last week. For
Shit, I'll
choices.
eat
Yeah, I
Sophie
agree.
too. Let's go. Where
This
did she
week
take
was
place?
definitely harder than last week.
It's only gonna get
I don't know
tougher, guys.
why, but it absolutely was.
Hey, but just the matches, man. The matchups.
Yeah.
The choices were too good.
Yeah.
And we were
You know,
kind of
you
we
guys
were
have a
kind
lot
of
of fun
burning
with
through them last week. Out of
Styles make
necessity.
matches.
Yeah. All right.
Shit.
Stay
So
tuned.
come back next week for the quarterfinals.
Yep.
We'll see what the fuck happens. Good shit. All right, let's talk comics. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
Hey, Lee, did you hear
Hey,
he's keen?
I did hear that he's keen. All right, so my plan was to, because I was playing lots of Yakuza and then Persona, so I'm just gonna just fucking kick back last night and read a shitload of comic books, and then I fell asleep at 9 o'clock like a real chump.
Nice.
So I didn't read shit last week.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I woke up feeling like I could punch God. I felt so good this morning, you guys.
Proud of you.
So tired. I didn't know what happened. Jax was like, "Can we go cuddle?" I'm like, "Oh boy, I see where this is going." And then it was game the fuck over. He fucking tricked me. He Jedi mind tricked me. So you got anything, Kelly? Because I got shit.
So in prep for the Invincible TV series that's coming up soon on Amazon, I was like, I want to do a big old Invincible reread. So over the weekend, or so, I'd actually never read like the first 50 some odd issues of Invincible. I picked it up at issue 58, I believe, when it crossed over with The Astounding Wolfman, which I was reading. And then I kind of just went from there and started reading Invincible. So I picked up the first compendium and blazed through the first 47 issues in the past weekend.
It's really great.
I fucking love Invincible, you guys. I miss that series so
really
much.
great.
That trailer looked good.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about the series. And so now, while I'm doing my reread of the stuff that, I have read, I'm going back and picking up like the weird ancillary series that I didn't read initially, like Invincible Universe and Guarding the Globe and stuff like that too. And then this morning I was reading Super Patriot that Kirkman and Cory Walker did. And then I was like, and Kirkman was raving about Savage Dragon. And I was like, man, maybe I should read Savage Dragon. I don't know. And then I went in the back room because I was at work waiting for FedEx to show up. And I read the first 3 issues of Savage Dragon. And I was like, man, I fucking like Savage Dragon, you guys. So I think, so once I'm done with Invincible, I'm going to start buying the Savage Dragon archives, which are like 25 issue books that are in black and white at a time.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I think they're like
idea.
they're like $20 too. So it's less than $1 an issue. So I'm gonna, once I'm done with Invincible, I'm going on a Savage Dragon kick.
I've
There you
never
go.
read that, but it feels like right up your alley.
Yeah, no, I was read like the first 3 issues. I was like, yeah, I should read this.
Well, then hell
I
yeah.
like big dumb fighting comics.
That'll work. What you got, Nice?
Watched the Coming to America sequel on Amazon Prime, and it was not good.
Oh, that's too bad.
They were very lucky that COVID happened and this got dumped on Amazon Prime, because I think it would have made $5 million at the box office. They got almost everybody back that was alive, so that's cool. But it's not funny. Eddie Murphy looks fat in a lot of it. Like, they should have not shot him from the side so much. And it just seemed kind of it seemed like an SNL skit. It didn't seem like this was a real world. The original, it felt real. It felt like legit. This was all, it was a bit. I don't know. Not a huge fan. Not a complete waste of time either. I mean, if you like the original, you can watch this and it won't ruin the original for you, and you might get a few laughs out of it. But how about instead just watch the original? I said something to Mary. I was actually going to draft this as a tweet, but then I started to type the words "black people," and I was like, nope, I should not put this out into the universe.
Yeah, no, just stop right there.
As a written thing. But I made the observation. It's like, hey, at least we've come to a point in equality, especially after the last year that we've had, that now even black people can have a sequel to a movie that's 30 years old that is not at all good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then WandaVision finale was fine.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We didn't.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it wasn't my favorite of
Man.
the season.
That Quicksilver reveal was some horse shit.
Yeah, that's some Iron Man 3 worst Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about it, because everything else kind of worked and, did the Marvel thing. It was great. And I think the fucking costume looks awesome. I really enjoyed the Vision versus Vision thought experiment. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Loved that.
But I just, but the Quicksilver thing I didn't like. Now, and I've read people since then have been like, well, clearly that's a fake name. No one's real name is Ralph Boner. Like, he is, X-Men movie Quicksilver, and he is from another universe. He's the witness protection guy and all this shit, whatever. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool, but
At that point, you're writing fan fiction.
yeah, if that's the case, you kind of should show me in this thing and not make me wait for another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, they never intended on him being Fox Quicksilver, and it was just supposed to be like stunt casting. But the reaction to it will show them that people are okay with them bringing over those Fox characters if
that's horseshit, because if he was never meant to be Fox Quicksilver,
you wouldn't have cast him in that role.
Right.
Yeah,
you could have cast
picked
anybody.
Literally any actor. Any actor, give him a fucking silver wig and be like, hey, it's me, your brother. You're like,
Yeah.
Or it being Evan Peters means
they
it's definitely him.
actively deceived the audience to make them think something was happening. And I've seen a lot of people like, oh, that's your fault for expecting that. I'm like, no. They were putting those thoughts in your head where it's like, hey,
everybody talked about, people were talking about Mephisto this and Mephisto that, whatever, and you can't be pissed if that doesn't play out because you thought that up. Like you projected Mephisto shit. No one even said word one about Mephisto.
Yeah. Prior to him showing up in that episode, I never would have considered, hey, they'll use this to bring in the X-Men because here's this dude from the X-Men movies.
Yeah. So here's my deal with it. So before the finale, I said in one of the group chats that if he doesn't turn out to be Fox Pietro, I'm going to be annoyed by it. And then when I was watching the finale and he didn't turn out to be him, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. And the reason I'm okay with this is recasting her brother, recasting Pietro was a necessary point, right? Like, you had to bring someone in as the brother for that episode, have the whole thing with the memories that don't line up, have the whole thing of like, okay, you won't explain to Agnes what's going on, so maybe you'll talk to your brother. Like, I need to try to get this information out of you, and I'm going to try to do it with your brother. So, like, it's got to be somebody. They got to cast somebody.
I mean,
it's a clever little thing to be like, it's the guy who also played Quicksilver in a different movie.
Why couldn't they have just brought in Aaron Taylor Johnson, though? Because then it would convince her more that it's actually Pietro, but then she starts seeing the signs that it's not.
See, well, I think in the show they explained it as because he's dead on another continent, but obviously you could overcome that in the story. But I almost feel like you're too, like, she knows that everything's not 100% right. Like, she knows at that point, like, something weird is going on, and I've caused some stuff, but I'm happy here, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. But if all of a sudden her dead brother is back alive, I feel like she's going to be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, what have I done here? You know?
I get how they said that, the body was on a different whatever, but if this guy has no powers and she just, cause they're saying that this guy looked like that guy, but he was an actor that she possessed and gave him the powers.
Right.
So, but she couldn't just make somebody look like her brother with a spell like that. Doesn't track with me because you're that powerful. You can do all kinds of shit, but you can't make somebody else look like somebody. He didn't have to.
True.
She didn't
But,
need
you know.
the body to bring him back to life. You could have just made somebody look like him.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, but like that probably is going to boil down to Aaron Taylor Johnson was like, "No, thanks." No, like that he was like, "No, I don't want to do that."
I would have rather have had them cast anyone else if you're not doing
if it's not going to be
crossover thing.
Yeah, and then my last point on Quicksilver is when I realized it wasn't Fox Quicksilver, I was like, you know what? I don't want them to bring in any of those. Like, I don't. I thought it was cool when he showed up. I was like, "Holy shit! I can't believe it! They're breaking the multiverse. They're bringing in the Fox X-Men characters. Like, how amazing! Like, look what they're doing." But realistically, I do not want a single one of those Fox characters in the Marvel universe.
But it's weird though because before they brought in Fox Quicksilver. We knew that they were going to be fucking around with multiverse shit because Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and they've cast Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and all the old Spider-Man villains in the next Spider-Man movie.
Yep.
So it's not like there isn't a precedent for multiverse.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mahoney did send me something on Instagram, and it makes sense thinking about it, but apparently COVID threw production into disarray, kind of like the writer's strike did back in the day, and they had to scramble for that finale. So there was
cut a whole episode.
Shit that got cut. You know, if you noticed, Darcy was only in there for one line, and her ramming a car into somebody else, and it's like it really seemed like they had to scramble to pull together that finale.
It does seem rushed.
Which is weird because, like, you guys could have waited. Like, you didn't need to have it come out on this date. You could have finished
That was your call.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have easily flipped it with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
that'll come
canceling.
out first, Wanda will come out later.
I'm not
Well, I
canceling
guess
Disney
depends
Plus.
on what reveals that movie has.
Well, but it was always supposed to come out in that order. Like Falcon
that
and
was
Winter
the
Soldier
plan,
was supposed to come out first. So
Oh, well then, yeah, they could have done that.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
Why-
it should have been fine.
That's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe they were
And
still
so
shooting
the
Falcon and
rumor
Winter
was
Soldier.
that they filmed the scenes, and they just didn't have time to finish like the CGI and stuff for them, and they were like, cut the whole fucking episode, like wrap it up in 9.
I did think it was funny
If
that
that's true. That's really weird.
this like groundbreaking Marvel TV show that like none of us knew what to expect. There were so many twists and turns, a lot of theories, just some real avant-garde shit for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then the finale just ends up with superhero fights and a sky beam. It's like, of course it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the guy, the agent called, was going to be Ant-Man.
Right.
That would have been
He's
cool.
like, hey, can you get here in an hour? You know, I was hoping
Oh,
that
that
he
would
would
have been
call
fun.
Ant-Man, not the FBI.
Well, I mean, that
I
goes
would
back
say-
to
I don't
Monica
think
trying
Ant-Man
to call
could get
her
anywhere
guy.
in an hour. Like
Probably
Ant-Man
not.
can't get his shit together. Ant-Man would be like, I got a shower. I actually don't know where my car keys are. Like,
I'm still on the
Can't do that.
Fortnite map.
yeah. I very much enjoyed the Vision fight because I saw somebody describe it best online where like CGI Vision fighting CGI Vision is really not that interesting. Like it's interesting for a minute, but it's really just, you know, like that final Black Panther fight of like, okay, here's two computer people throwing punches at each other.
Yeah.
Very interesting when Vision's like, hey, what about this ship of Theseus? And the other Vision's like, go on. What are we talking? Like, I liked the
He says,
swerve
"I
and how they
require
stopped.
elaboration."
And, you know,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was amazing.
I liked it.
All the Wanda and Vision stuff was great. The whole
So,
closure to, you know, the universe is collapsing in on them and they have their last moment with the kids. Like that was really good shit.
You mean Wanda
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
Deshaun?
I mean,
Something concerning that I saw on Instagram, which was probably from Twitter, but you know, screenshotted and put on Instagram,
oh yeah,
is that none of these shows are going to do anything of consequence.
Yeah, that pisses me
Because
off.
That's ridiculous. Like,
They don't want to confuse the movie-only audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
That's not surprising.
But
Right? Like,
What do you
it
mean
feels
the movie-
this one
reasonable.
did do something of consequence.
everybody has
What did it
streaming
do?
services now. Like, everyone has Disney Plus to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, if you're into these movies, you'll watch the fucking show, and if you don't, that's your fault. Like,
Right. But what I would challenge is, what did WandaVision do that didn't set up another Disney Plus show?
I mean,
she's a Scarlet Witch.
She's a Scarlet Witch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but easily explained in Doctor Strange 2 when she shows up in Doctor Strange 2 and he's like, "What are you?" And she's like, "Turns out I'm a witch."
But also, you have to
yeah,
consider that Secret
but that's a
Invasion
consequence.
is going to have far-reaching consequences. And if it
Which
doesn't,
one?
like Secret Invasion,
Well, Secret Invasion is a show, isn't
right?
it?
But it should
yeah, but
have.
I could see that just being a weird little only its own corner of the universe thing.
Nah,
Almost like a Skrull kill crew
Yeah.
situation
That would
where
suck.
it's just
I
people
don't know,
hunting
man.
down Skrulls.
no. The Secret
you
Invasion
got
show
fucking
needs to
Vision's
end.
back for real now. Like, I don't know, man. I think
Yep,
that's
but
insane.
rumor is Vision's going to Armor Wars.
In which
like,
case, cool. You know.
Right, absolutely cool. But what I'm saying is, you could easily draw a path out of WandaVision only into the shows.
Now, I hope it's
other
bullshit.
than Wanda being in Doctor Strange
Yeah,
2.
it's the Netflix stuff all over again.
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
way.
Could-
It's the
could
Netflix
be.
stuff.
It could
It's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But they've got so many of these fucking shows coming out that they have to matter. You can't just have them be self-contained.
We'll see.
No,
We
I
will
don't
see.
think. I don't think so. I
I
think.
think
it's
they
gonna-
will matter to small degrees, but I don't think we're gonna see like Secret Invasion and then like the next whatever movie picks up immediately afterwards because now we're in the big like Kree Skrull war or something.
It's just the logic makes me
I don't
also
know.
think about, like, why would I watch Captain Marvel? I can just watch the Avengers movies. You know, why should I watch Black Panther? I'm just following the Avengers movies. So don't introduce anything in these other movies that some idiot who only watches the Avengers movies isn't going to understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone on the fucking planet that is going to watch the movies is watching these fucking shows. I really do.
There should be, yeah.
And if they don't, fuck them. Straight up.
We'll see.
The thing about
I think it's going to be. I think it's just a. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I think it's a bigger, broader thing.
the thing about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix shows is that they were separate but equal. They were all in the same universe, but it wasn't Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige was not involved in Netflix. He was not involved with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was all Jeff Loeb shit, right?
Yeah, right.
So why, once Feige gets his hands on all this, why still be like, no, we'll keep it separate?
Yeah. I mean, I have a real good feeling that Falcon and Winter Soldier is just going to end with them being like, you know what? Neither of us can be Captain America. We're Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, probably.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
I think it will likely end with Falcon being like, I should be Captain America, which is what was established at the end of Endgame. So if you walk away from Endgame and you don't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the next time you see Falcon, he's Captain America, you're like, yeah, I know. That's what you told me was going to happen. Like, I don't need to see whatever story's going to happen with Zemo and Sharon Carter and all these people. Like, it's just going to end where you left me at the end of Endgame.
And see, but or you know, you get to a movie and something happens that does call back to one of the shows, and then the people that don't know for whatever reason go, well, fuck, I guess now I gotta get me a Disney Plus subscription and go back and watch these fucking shows. So it's only gonna drive shit more, I would say.
No, those dum-dums will just be like, I don't get it. Can someone explain this to me?
They won't
And you're
even
like,
notice it.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know,
They
man.
won't even know what it means.
Like, the WandaVision was quality. We might not have been super stoked with how it ended. But even if the shows are quality, 2 or 3 series in, if we see that there's not long-lasting consequences, people are going to turn on them.
I think so. I agree.
It'll be like the Netflix series where at some point you just kind of stop watching them.
Yeah, like I don't need to see Punisher season 2 because it's not going to matter.
Yep.
Punishes
Yeah, I want to be clear. I don't like that idea or that approach, but I worry that it sounds very true.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it's going to be.
It is worrisome.
I'm not watching anything anymore.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They put such a big emphasis on it during that last presentation thing, like, and they talked about it all like it was all the same shit. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm excited about? 1 week, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, guys. They're not fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so good.
It really does.
You know what else is also in 1 week? Snyder Cut, baby.
Oh man,
God, that's right.
So what's up? We watching this or what?
Yes, we are watching
we
this.
absolutely are.
We have it penciled in for Friday, March 19th, I believe.
Oh, can we do it the next day?
Why? What's up? Do we need to do it the next
19th is going to be a nightmare day at work with a new Pokemon set. I don't need those shitheads and Zack Snyder in my day.
Probably do it 20th.
Well, I mean, I think it actually comes out on the 18th if you want to try watching it Thursday night.
I'd rather do Friday or Saturday, but
Yeah.
we can figure it out off air. Yeah. We don't have to make little Timmy listen to this.
Oh man, it's gonna be something else. Did you guys hear that apparently for a while you could try to watch Tom and Jerry on HBO Max and see the Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That day that happened, I had like a 2-hour block with no meetings at work, and I was like, all right, let me throw something on in the background. And I was like, maybe I'll watch this Tom and Jerry movie, see if the kids would like it. And I was like, my finger hovered over it. I nearly stumbled on to the Snyder Cut.
That Tom and Jerry
There's a
movie's
lot
fun.
of
It's good
videos
for
out
kids.
there
Is it?
of the people. There's a lot of videos of the people who did find the Snyder Cut recording their screens and sharing it to Twitter. Oh boy, you guys! I'm very excited.
That aspect ratio, that bothers me so much.
Is it because it was supposed to be for IMAX?
Does IMAX look like that?
I mean,
I thought IMAX was like widescreen.
No. Why? IMAX is like fill your
IMAX is like
entire
tall.
fill your entire field of view.
Well, you know what? Let's say maybe it was. Guess what? It's not going to fucking IMAX. It's going to my TV and phones and my Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
they just put the little thing that says "been formatted to fit your screen." Boom, we're done.
Yeah, the Tom and Jerry movie's fun. Your kids will like it.
All right.
Oh, cool.
I'm in. Thank you for watching it, so I don't have to.
It's good. It's fine. Like, it's totally fine. I'll say this much: Tom and Jerry, they look great. Every animal in the world is animated, and even like there's a shot in the kitchen where like there's like hanging meat. Even the hanging meat's a cartoon.
Oh,
like,
I love it.
That doesn't mean anything to Mahoney. He won't notice.
Yeah, I don't understand. What do you when you say that the animals are CGI only in the movie? What are we talking about? Every animal is CGI, are they not?
No, like all the animals are animated, and even like one of the cats is wearing like a collar, and so the cat looks like a cartoon, but the collar is rendered to look like a real collar.
Oh my
God.
God.
It's pretty clever. It's interesting.
Nice.
It's nothing.
I hope
it's not great, but it's a good kid movie.
Yeah, I mean that's all I'm looking for. Is it better than the superhero squirrel movie on Disney Plus? 'Cause that's all I'm looking for.
We've only seen about 30 minutes of that, and I would say yes.
Okay, perfect.
Mahoney, is Roger Rabbit a cartoon character or a man in a rabbit costume?
Neither, Kelly. He's a rabbit.
Oh, okay.
It's right there in his name.
Well, okay. Well, then Jessica Rabbit.
Rabbit. By marriage.
Yeah, I had no fucking idea as a kid why she was called Jessica Rabbit and looked like a hot redhead. I'm like, why is her name Rabbit? I don't get it. It took a long time before it was like, oh, because she. Okay, all right, I get it now. Way to go, Child Lee, you fucking dum.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, right
Child
there,
Lee not understanding why Jessica Rabbit's last name was Rabbit and never imagining that scallops could just be pieces of stingray.
How fucking
fuck you,
weird.
that's wild.
How fucking weird is that?
I didn't
like,
know you
that's
could eat
crazy.
stingrays.
Yeah, that just suggests to me that it's like cheaper and easier to catch a stingray. Like, I guess.
Absolutely insane. What you got,
Imagine that-
Jose?
They go to catch other things and they keep getting these stingrays. So like, well,
And then
Fuck
they're
it,
like,
slice 'em
get
up."
me the scallop-shaped cookie cutter. I'm about to make us a couple $100.
Well, also imagine that
greatest
they
I've
like
ever heard.
catch and release them. So there's a bunch of these stingrays in the ocean,
Oh.
just
They
not
look like
making
they
any
got shot with a
progress.
shotgun.
They're like flapping their little fins, and they're like, I can't get it anywhere as fast as I used to. It's a lot of drag.
Oh no.
Oh, that made me sad. I don't like that.
Swimming around like a colander.
Oh god. Anything we're talking about, Jose?
nah.
Right on. What you got, Mahoney?
Nothing. I was just gonna talk about WandaVision. You
There
know
we
what?
go.
You know what? I watched all the Men in Black movies, including Men in Black 3 for the very first time. Men in Black 3 was very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I like the
All right,
concept
there you
of Men
go.
in Black 3.
I've never seen it.
Men in Black 2 is forgettable, but Men in Black 3
Yeah,
has
Men
an
in Black
interesting
2
concept.
Men in Black 2 had like 95 famous people in it, and then completely forgettable and not worth your time. But Men in Black 3 was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Did you watch Men in Black International?
I've seen that recently. Like I saw that in 2019 in the theaters, and that movie sucks. So
Movie Pass,
no rush
baby.
to rewatch that. What'd you say?
Movie Pass, baby.
That's right. Remember when I used to go to the movies all the time?
Yeah.
I do.
That was the distant past.
Last movie I saw
Simpler
in the
time.
theater was Birds of Prey.
Mine was Onward.
I like Onward.
Sonic.
I don't. I don't want Onward to be the last movie I ever see in a theater.
It won't be. You'll be fine. It won't be.
We'll see.
I believe in you. It's gonna be fine. All right, so come back next week. We're going to the quarterfinals of Poké-March Madness. We're going to be geared up, trying to gird our loins for the Snyder Cut the following week, because I think we're going to need to. Oh boy, it's going to be a whole thing.
I think maybe not next week because we're still in the nitty-gritty, but I think after next week we need to start pitching recipes
Ooh.
to kind of sell.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, okay.
Like we're
I
trying
am
to get
listening and
everybody
here for it.
trying to get everybody to our side, so we pitch recipes and see what we can do.
Yeah, that sounds like a good action for the semifinals.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. It's good shit. All right. Let's call
You
it.
have
We'll
any
talk to you guys.
Pokemon recipes? Send us an email.
How did your
Zero,
mom-
I know you got recipes. Toby, send a recipe in maybe.
Did
How'd your
you
mom used to make your Pokemon as you were growing up?
did you
One of those
write
just like mom used to make.
did you write down a bunch of tea names, or are you just pulling these
No.
out of nowhere?
I just try to think of them as the show goes along.
Toby.
Fucking genius.
Toby
So
was the
come back
name of a
next week.
cactus on Sheriff Callie's Wild West.
Okay.
Adult Sheriff Kelly.
So come back next week at 10 p.m.
You
Eastern.
guys remember
9
Sheriff
p.m.
Callie's
Central.
Wild West?
YouTube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, Jose
Stars
Guzman,
Mandy
Kelly
Moore
Harris, and our
As a
good
singing
buddy Mahoney.
cowgirl sheriff. But
I'll
she's
talk
a
to you guys
cat.
next
The
week.
Problem is she's a
I'm
cat.
Lord Reverend Rodriguez. Good night. Love you. Bye-bye.
CGI cat.
Demonetize Demonetize
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize Demonetize
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize
Holy shit.
Demonetize
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.